YouTube running this time.
Oh, oh my word. Neither do I.
It's not going to scream this time.
Me. Hello, and how's it going? Welcome to the House of Sewing. It is Saturday, another beautiful Saturday here in the House of Sewing. Rita, it is so great to see you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I just have to figure out how to see the.
I have that problem. I have that.
Oh, hey, Womanizer. How are you doing? Hi, Sherry. Hey, Pam.
Yay, let me click on the chat. Where am I? Hello, Pam. Great to see you. Hello. Great to see you. Great to see you, Sherry. Hey, my so-called life. What's up, honey?
No,
What's
it's my
up,
brother.
honey?
Look at that. Hey, how you doing? So glad you came to visit us today.
Visiting himself. Okay.
Hi, Terry. How are you doing? Welcome in. I hope you guys all had a good, productive Saturday.
I love how it says pink hand waving.
I know. All the emojis get spelled out. I love it.
Hello.
She's going to change it up on you someday. She'll put a green hand instead of pink or something.
Could do that. There is one. That's why I always do the fish.
Oh. Terry, you're going to have to change it up one day for him. He's expecting it now.
Oh, Sherry's here.
So yeah. I did not. Well, I went shopping on Tuesday. I'm not necessarily going to go dive right back in hand and foot because my old habits used to stress me out. So it feels good to be back, but I have fabric. We'll be sewing tonight. 20 McTwin from the Twin Planet is wearing Pameralls exclusively this evening.
Green.
Oh. Green hand.
I hate to put you on the spot, but can we just please see your Pameralls?
Yes.
These are made by Pam. Amazing Pameralls.
Oh, cool.
They're so cute. I love them. They're so comfy. Oh, I can't wait to wear them to school.
Yay, those are amazing. Hey, Tasha, how's it going? Great to see you.
I'm such a nerd. I love it.
I absolutely love your Pameralls.
Pameralls. Okay.
And Pam is an amazing person. Everybody should go check out Pam's channel. She is absolutely just a great human being.
Yes.
Hi, Cherry.
Hey, Sherry. Hello.
They're the perfect length, Pam. They just are comfy. I love where the pockets hit me, everything. I'm so glad I didn't put pockets on the butt. Like, I am just happy.
I need butt pockets because I'm always carrying stuff. I need all four pockets.
Guy thing. Girls don't need butt pockets.
That's gonna be the logo when I do start making pants. Pockets so big you can fit half a ham sandwich.
Ooh, I bet I could fit a half a ham sandwich in these pockets, and even in the front one. No, I'm gonna put my eggs in the front.
Then somebody goes and smacks them.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't touch me. No, they know better.
Will needs a pair of Pameralls. I'm not kidding you. I have made. Oh man, my closet is stacked right now. I would run and grab them. I have these weird fern overalls I made. I made these circular overalls. I've made like bright yellow and blue ones. I've made all different colors.
Well, you need one from Pam.
I'm gonna have to dig now. See, to YouTube. I have to look now. I do need to make a. Why am I clicking on this? I do need to make a pair of. It's been a while.
I'll send you my measurements. You can make me a pair of like tweederalls, whatever you want to call them, and then I'll give you an explanation of how comfy they are compared to Pameralls.
One of my biggest fails. It's on my phone. One of my biggest fails. I made a pair of tweed overalls. I made them too tight in the stomach. So they're literally pulling in. I'm going to look for that. And it's terrible. I can't believe I put it.
Is it just tight because they're on you or tight because of the way that you.
I'll let you judge. I'll find the
so-
picture. I've never posted them on YouTube. That's how
Because it doesn't fit you. I'm pretty sure I could fit into them. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Christy.
Hi, Christy. How
Hey,
are you
Christy.
doing?
Hello, hello.
Oh, I hope you guys are having a fabulous Saturday. Yes. Good times all around.
Oh man, I made so many tweed items last summer. I just see my sweaty face in the camera and I'm like, yikes.
I missed the whole tweed thing in the summer.
Oh, it was hot.
Are we going to have the summer of tweed 2.0 this year?
Oh, get ready.
Okay.
Get ready. This is the summer of tweed. I'm so excited. I am so excited to be back.
I'm just going to start calling you the House of Tweed instead of the House of Sewing.
I feel like that rocker is coming. I can't remember if I made that before or after.
Yes.
I have made so many items as I'm sitting here digging through my phone. I've made so many things over the years. Are you like that with your quilts?
That when I can't find them or
When you just look back?
yeah. Oh, I have. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. When I made those 50, when I took those 53 pictures, because I took 53 pictures, they're all still on my phone. So I have actually now a catalog of almost all the quilts I've made. But it does take a while for me to go back because I take so many other pictures besides my quilts.
So why don't you have them organized?
Why? Oh, that's a good question.
You can sew an elastic on the side to give your torso room. I will show you when I find it. It's because it's tweed. It's almost like non-negotiable.
I'm so type A that I can't organize. I can't. You should see this room.
And you're a teacher.
I am a teacher. You should see my classroom. Oof. Oh my word.
Wow.
Yeah, I kind of like organize it at the beginning of the year, right before school gets out for Christmas, and then at the end of the year. Other than that, I just find it where I find it. So.
Oh, I'm on a terrible mission right now. I will stop looking.
We can look later.
But yeah, I made a pair of overalls that I looked like a stuffed pigeon. I look like a quail. I call it quail when there's more in the front and less in the back. Okay. You know, when you're walking funny. I just was full quail.
Yes, you use Simplicity S8855 View D. Yes. Yes, it was cute. Is
that part of the I can't remember his name. I believe his name is Norris, but I can't remember the collection. I believe I have that same pattern. I could be wrong.
Oh, yes. Thank you for subscribing to Pam's channel, Sherry. Amazing. Oh, I could put it up in the chat. If anyone else needs it, I can go grab it.
So, Rita, how are you doing today? What are you working on?
It's a table runner.
Awesome.
Let me go close.
Let me switch it real quick. Let me make you big.
No, don't make me big now.
Yeah, girl.
5 of these. With those lovely geese things. But there's 5 of them. Makes a table runner.
I absolutely love it.
Only have 3 done.
I think this is so amazing.
It looks cool. It's different.
I really like that first one because it looks like I think it's just the one closest to you. That's just because it looks like there's 2 fabrics that you put together, but that's only one, right? Yeah, that one.
It's 2 separate fabrics. It's this orange.
And then the blue and the cream. Is that one fabric?
Nope. 2 different fabrics. There's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, including there's 4 colors in each.
Amazing. I
No.
love flying geese.
I haven't sewed these together yet, but yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
I made another quilt with that Indian thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember which quilt it is, but there's that one. Oh, it's in my Bordello.
Did you say Bargello?
Bargello, isn't that something that you order at a fancy French restaurant?
Sure.
Or is what was that name that you said before? I can't remember. It was like a quilt name. Oh, I can't remember. I was gonna say it sounds like a 1970s baseball player. I can't remember the name now.
Oh, I don't know. Did we say it today?
Yes, before the stream.
Dogs are out there.
I said flying geese. We said
It was a name.
mm,
Flying geese.
Okay, I need to get out my phone.
I just.
it's okay. It's all right.
Oh, thanks, Tasha. Yeah, that's duct tape. This around here is duct tape.
Oh, cool.
Oh wow.
It's duct tape.
Hold on, I have to see that now. Oh, that's awesome. I am so taking that idea.
Duct tape.
Taking that.
You have no idea how many times I've burnt myself on hot glue putting those together.
This is fleece
Yeah.
from a blanket. You get it Walmart for $3, and this is a I don't know what you call it, foam board.
Mm-hmm. You're
And-
welcome, Pam. Anytime.
They have all colors of duct tape. That's just ombre. Also have a blue marble.
Mm.
You know, that's something I've been able to resist lately is I still have not purchased an oopsie. Well, the normal people call it a remnant. I call it an oopsie.
Yeah.
So we'll keep that counter going. I purchased so many remnants from Walmart. I literally that's what most of this stack is. I own everything they have to offer from Walmart. Everything.
I'm the same way with Joann Fabrics. Like when I go into Joann's, I have to, or Hobby Lobby, I have to go through the remnant section, and I always bring something home.
Oh, it's been a
Always.
while. I haven't gone to Hobby Lobby.
At least at Walmart here, they've been putting those remnant in big, huge, and they're usually $1, but you can get it, or $1. They're a yard, but you can get them for 50 cents.
Everything's expensive here. I wish they were that price here. They're like
Here's what they remnants, but they're rolled up,
Yeah.
but they're only 50 cents. And
Wow.
catch,
That's amazing.
I take them all.
I would go crazy. That was my problem. That was my problem. I would buy all of them. I had a video where I had 4 or 5 like normal size house kitchen trash can bags. So like the 35-gallon ones, I don't know.
Mhm.
But I had them stuffed full of those.
Mm-hmm. No, I did a video of how to make that board. I think. Maybe I haven't uploaded it. Oh, no, I did.
Yes.
Oh, well.
You know what? I think I might start going to the Tuesday market instead of the Saturday market. I'm just going to have to get up really. Hello, Deb. Hello. Great
Deb,
to
it was
see
good
you.
seeing you online today.
I was enjoying your live earlier today.
I know, it was great. Then I got lost in space and found my way back again.
So you're thinking about going on Saturdays instead of Tuesdays? now?
Ollie. Well,
Hi, Ollie.
I'm just trying to change my routine. One of the reasons I went into my no buy in the first place is because I got tired of doing the same old things.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to go look for new vendors and new places to go. I live in one of the most bustling cities on planet Earth. So I know there has to be another vendor somewhere else that is selling this stuff. Because even when I would go downtown, I would get really competitive prices.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, some of that fabric was like I'm not kidding you. This fabric that I call my Santee Alley fabric, this fabric right here, this
Mhm.
probably sat in Modelo Man's shop for over 30 years, since the 90s. He told me, he's like, oh, that fabric's from the 90s.
Oh,
And I laughed how everybody jumped when I said I have a ton of microfiber. For the record, I love microfiber.
So I did upload it, Sherry. Okay, I thought I did, but I was like,
oh, it's
I forgot.
stretchy. All
What's
right.
that?
Microfiber is stretchy.
It's more itchy. If it's facing you, it's
Oh,
itchy. Because it's
okay.
literally microfibers.
Got it. Got it.
Microfibers is itchy?
Well, if you turn it on yourself. Some people like it, some people don't. When I told people how much microfibers I had, I was shocked how many people reacted. They're like, I don't like microfibers.
Hmm.
Maybe it was the era or the time, and it's not something that's like widely available nowadays.
So, what do you normally make out of that fabric, may I ask? Since I am
I've
not a
made,
garment person.
I've made everything. I've
Mm.
made everything. I've made a jacket, a robe. I've made hoodies. I've made open hoodies, zippers. I've made everything except for pants with those or shorts.
Mhm.
I was thinking about going full nightcap and gown, like old school, like old timey, like full nightcap. And because I make giant hoods, my nightcap would go down to the floor.
That's what I was going to say. Oh my word, can you do it all the way to the floor, please? That would be amazing.
And I know how. And now that I'm an expert at making, giant hoods, I could make that nightcap. I could be walking, and that thing would be 2 or 3 feet behind me.
Oh my word. Put a bell on it so you know where it is.
Oh, I wear keys, so I'm already like a cow.
Clang,
People
clang.
know.
Mm.
Oh,
Are
Cherry,
you trying to be Lucy?
I like the leisure suit idea. I
Mhm.
do. We'll
Yeah,
use it.
Sherry's good. Yeah.
Will you ever use it? See, here's the problem, womanizer, is that I've made everything. If you have any ideas for my Santee Alley fabric, please let me know. I still have rolls and rolls.
You do. You have quite a bit there.
Well, when you tell someone I want the whole roll, they're gonna give you the whole roll. I've made everything. I
Yeah.
made everything. And to think about it, it's like 2 years ago around this time is when I purchased this stuff.
Yeah,
So is it a brand new roll?
Is
they make microfiber sheets.
the microfiber the cloth I'm using to clean? I don't know if people were wearing it. Very yes, Tasha. Microfiber is the material that
But they make sheets out of it too. They make sheets out of it.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, it says microfiber on it. And I'm like,
I sleep with wool blankets because I'm crazy.
oh, no. No, I would be itchy.
I sleep with the old school. The blanket that I sleep with, I know for a fact is older than me. There's another one that I have. I have 2 blue blankets that I take with me everywhere. One is my age, and the other one I was there in the 80s when it was purchased. So the other one is like 30 something years old.
Almost took one home.
An Uzi nightgown with hood. No, I'm so sorry. A onesie nightgown with a hood that goes to the ground, feet covered.
Oh my word.
Alibaba.
Put a zipper on it.
Bring back the leisure suit. I'm ready. I am ready. I love Ollie's idea. You know, all of this is leaning more and more towards me wearing a Snuggie. Do you know how disappointed I was when I found out a Snuggie isn't closed at the bottom?
No.
It's open.
I'm this close just to Amazoning a sleeping bag and sewing a hood on it.
That's what I was going to say. You might as well just get a sleeping bag.
I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. There are many types of microfabrics. You know, I really didn't know that. When I started first purchasing fabric, I didn't know anything about thread content. I didn't know anything. I didn't know the difference. And so I would just point and be like, I want that. I would like this. This is shiny. How much is this puppy in the window? I went crazy purchasing fabric. And now that I've learned, there are certain things that I avoid and certain things. Even when I purchased that stinky fabric, the whole way home, I was like, what is that smell? I got it home and it smelled like burning gas.
I can't believe it. You couldn't
And
smell it when it was there.
well, I had the windows open. It was summer's different here. I drive with all my windows down. Some is meant for scoring clothes. Others is meant for fine. Oh, I did not know that.
Yep. Because I have microfiber sheets, and they're like soft.
When I was in my early 20s, I was given a new moving blanket and used it as a bed blanket. It was amazing, warm, light, durable. I still have it in my closet. What should I make with that? I was thinking about giant pinwheels because I have so much fabric. But then I'd have to find like, a black material that's comparable.
Yeah, something to coordinate it with.
Why does it have to coordinate?
I was
Well,
thinking with my new
Hey, come on.
yours coordinates. Yours does.
with my newfound block skill. I'm thinking about incorporating that into clothing.
Yes.
So there may be some blocky sweatshirts coming to a theater near you.
Did Shalom send you a video last night?
I believe so.
About
Maybe, I don't know.
a younger kid that made it's like a pullover sweatshirt out of an old quilt that he found at Goodwill.
No.
Okay,
No,
I'll
I don't
send it
think
to you.
I've seen that.
I'll send it to you.
Thermostyle fleece. Really? That's
But shorter fibers. The all-knowing. The all-powerful Ollie. I love it.
So to my friends out there in YouTube land, where's the next quilt show?
I would love to know.
I'm itching. Got any more quilt shows?
Back, not even like a week ago.
this is microfiber. See?
Well, there's Paducah's next month.
And that's in Kentucky.
Yeah, I just can't go to that one.
I don't know if me and my covered wagon could make it there on time. Is it an 11-year-old or a 12-year-old kid?
What did I say to him?
Oh, I can't remember now. He made a shirt for his dad too. Oh, I seen a video about that. That one made me cry when the guy was all supportive. Good for that guy. I was like, you're not crying, I'm crying. That was an amazing video. I love that.
I think he was in college, so he wasn't a young kid. He had facial hair.
With a video of that kid and the look in his eye, he was all vulnerable, and his dad is like,
Yeah, let me go. I'll go pull it and put it in the chat.
Yeah, there was one about a kid that made his dad a shirt.
I know. Isn't that amazing when kids do that?
Yep.
For the record, adult extra large. If anyone feels like making me a shirt.
Oh, I didn't get the memo.
Didn't get the memo.
Hold on. An adult medium. Hi, how are you doing? Large. Actually, no, let's go large because I like it big and baggy sometimes.
Do you have any ultra suede fabric? I do not believe so, but I bet if I dug in here, I could probably find something. I went through this weird phase where I was looking for more clothing material. There's a lot of stuff I stayed away from, but I became obsessed with denim because that's what I had. But then when I started buying large rolls, I slowly started discovering what fabrics I like sewing with. An 11-year-old did a good job too. Oh my gosh, that video destroyed me. Because the pops, he tried it on, he looked at him, he's like, you did a good job. And I was like, look at all that support. Look at all that.
I would love to see the video if anybody can pop that in the chat. I don't want to make anybody work out there, but I haven't seen it.
Really? The little kid?
No, I
I
haven't
bet I
seen
can
it.
find it in 2 seconds.
I bet you could too.
I have marked, but yeah, right. It would take me an act of Congress to find it.
Well, I don't know what I'm looking for, so.
Oh, he was on Good Morning America.
Huh?
Hold on, let me find the original. Okay, here we go. Oh,
He made it in school.
Really? That's amazing.
Shalom put that on Discord. Yeah, it is. That's right. Okay, yeah, it's also on Discord.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
YouTube. I am doing this for research.
What you got? I got a shirt that I made in sewing class.
Yep.
Oh,
You made that?
Yeah.
Holy crap. For me?
Yes.
Dude,
Oh,
look at this.
I did the buttons and I did the buttonholes.
Kid's further ahead than I am.
Got like
That's
a,
I'm like William
like a
did the buttonhole.
70s lapel thing going on.
Yeah.
How did you make this?
Well, I got some help, but I did most of it by myself.
Look at that young man's face. He is so proud. I'm gonna cry.
Wow.
Oh, my heart is
Can I try
hurting.
it on?
I love it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look
Look at Pop styling. I'd wear that shirt.
at this. The collar's so
I really would wear that though.
unique. It's like there's the collar. And there's the that's awesome.
That is amazing.
Here, you want to film the back? What you
I'm just that video. That one gets me every time. That one gets me every single time.
So seriously, anything like that just usually pulls at my heartstrings, and I just want to just get emotional right now. And it's been an emotional day, but I just want to be emotional right now.
So now the list is growing. If you don't act like that when I make you a shirt, or if you don't do a happy dance, like when the vendor saw me on Tuesday.
Okay. All right. So happy dance.
Oh.
I'm writing this down. And then
No, but like those are the kind of videos I go looking for because of all the negativity in the world today. Like you needed to smile, you know.
Yeah.
So I love videos like that.
It's written down. I'm making a book.
And because of Alibaba, I'm subscribed to 6 orca, 5 grizzly bears, and like 3 national parks in Africa.
No bald eagles or polar bears or anything.
I am, but they're only around certain times of year. So then it's just a camera out in the woods. And I can get in my car and go. If I want to see trees, I can just start heading north, way north. But
true.
Too funny.
All right. I haven't decided what I'm so all over the place. I was going to start cutting out a jacket today, but I just didn't have time. Should I finish my other project?
Maybe. I think you should. I think it would feel
My dogs are singing.
accomplished before you start your tweed.
Can you hear my dogs? There they go.
That is a symphony. That is a symphony.
And it happens because all of a sudden it was silence and one of them whispered, "It's certain voices. Williams will set them off."
Oh, William.
Oh, birds of a feather flock together.
The door open, but they're right outside the door. Tammy does, Jess does if she laughs, and then a couple other people will set them off. And I'm like, oh, and the little one will jump in my lap and go,
Hi,
okay.
Tammy. How are you doing?
Hey, Tammy. Hello.
Tammy, I can't wait to see your adventure tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm already ready for the story.
Yes.
I guess I should finish the project from the other day. I am that guy that has I have so many UFOs in here. The government's gonna come and take me one day.
Hey, Kennedy. How are you doing? Welcome in.
Hey, Kennedy. Hello. Great to see you.
Is robot.
Is robot.
Is that a robot?
Oh, no, that's a toy.
No, but a robot. Like,
William, is that your little toy
Like-
over there? The
Robot thing.
My giant stormtrooper. No.
stormtrooper.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm curious.
let me tell you, Rita, if that thing could move, I'd be sitting there with a remote right now. It would just be walking around the room. Like,
Is that a robot? I'm like, okay.
Hi, Candace.
Alexa, thank you.
Oh,
It is 6:30.
6:30.
Hey, Candace.
Welcome.
Great to
in.
see everybody. Welcome.
Candace is here.
Hey, Coach. Every once in a while, I need to be coached. I do
Okay.
need to finish that project. I do.
We'll finish it. It would mean the world to the people. They need to see a finished project. So let's do it tonight. Let's do it. I mean, what do you got? The arms left over, right? Or did you put the arms on yet?
No, I literally just need to pull the pins and put the arms on.
Well, let's pull those
We'll have
pins.
to line it as well. I'm gonna pull my.
Okay.
Let me get my dress form. Since there's
What,
so much room in here, it is just so spacious in here.
What machine are you using tonight?
He's gonna come on there one day and nobody's gonna see him because he's covered in fabric.
Yes. Thank you for asking, Twinny McTwin from the Twin Planets, playing first base for the Minnesota Twins, former star of the television show Twin Peaks. I am using my brother PC 210.
Oh,
Hula pink mini iron. Oh
wow.
wow!
You guys, how many twins was that? I'm trying to keep a counter going. That's the first time you said twin today.
We're gonna make that twin tonight.
I gave up trying to count.
I know, I'm going to do 7. You're officially over 100. That was on stream. I can't tell you how many were off stream, but on stream, you're officially at 100.
I finished my Tula Pink Goldfish Iron Caddy today from Tula Pink Mini Iron. I'm so excited. That's awesome, Kennedy. That's
Yay.
awesome.
Really cool.
Do you know what's funny? 3 months ago, I would have had no idea what this means. But now I know exactly what they're talking about.
What? And you've seen quite a bit of Tula Pink. You've seen the mini iron. I know you saw the mini iron when we were at Road to California.
I want one so bad, but I can't justify it because my Panasonic works like it's brand new. I have 2 Hamilton Beaches that you can plug in. One I did drop,
Yeah.
but you know.
Well, when you get a studio. Yes.
I had to replace mine. Mine went out. It wouldn't turn off.
Do you want the mini or the full size version? The full size.
Big one. I don't want a mini.
You don't want a mini?
It can't be smaller than my hand. It has to be.
Then you need the full
It has to
size.
be huge.
I know everything looks small with your big hands.
It went right here in my hand. It's like there's no way. I know what will happen to it.
Yeah.
They're tiny. It would fit in my hand, literally. Because I had it in my hand. I'm like, I don't want something this small. Are you crazy? It holds 1.5 ounces of water.
Oh wow!
So William, why don't you explain what you initially thought when we said Tula Pink to you?
Thank you for asking, Team Sewing. Tula Pink first sounded like a fancy drink you order in Vegas. Then it eventually graduated into Tula Pink. When I think of Tula Pink, I think of that lady at church with the big hat who's judging you after you've had a long night. And you're like, oh no, I hope Tula doesn't see me. And you look and Tula Pink is right there, just judging you for no reason. And it still sounds like a donut.
Oh,
You guys, I seriously think, with all in me, we get him on a stage with a sewing machine and a spotlight. He comes on and he just starts cracking all his dad jokes and all his Tula Pink, his Connecticut block, everything. And I think it would be absolutely hilarious.
Count that. I went to public school.
I'm glad you went to public school, please.
No, that's what I say to everybody when I hand them money. Count that. Count that. I went to public school. Count that. It's my dad
Yeah.
joke.
I'm sure we can find enough.
My husband got remember. Oh, that's awesome. I knew a great girl named Tula. That makes me think of someone's grandmother.
Yeah. Oh my word.
Oh, what was the other one? There was somebody else.
Like a stripper's name.
Look up what the
Yes,
Goldbergs have.
Candace. Yes, he said that too. Oh me.
Tula Pink does sound like you can't leave. Never mind. I can't say that one out loud. Oof. Oof. I caught that. I caught myself.
You
I caught
did.
that. Like
Good
this.
job. I'm
Oof.
glad you didn't let that out in the open.
Ooh. Ooh. I almost said something terrible. But yes, Tula Pink does sound like she's trying to put herself through college. Oh, Bargello. Bargello sounds like a club that you can't get into. Oh man, I tried to get into the Bargello. They won't let me in there. Oh, that shirt you can't afford. I really want that Bargello. I'm gonna pull an extra shift.
You got more than enough fabric to make one.
You're absolutely so funny. So funny.
These names are insane. These names are crazy.
Yeah, I think you can even go down the road with the acronyms that we use, like the HST, the HR, like all
Sounds like
these
you
little
need to go to a doctor and get a shot for that.
It just,
And HRT are illegal in all sports.
fussy cutting.
Fussy cutting literally sounds like you are stomping your feet on the ground and saying, I don't want to go. It just, I raised a child. So when I think of fussy cutting, I think of a tiny human saying, no, that's fussy cutting.
I'll think of some more in a little bit.
Fussy
I
cutting.
want you to start your coat.
I'm fussy cutting right now because I don't want to finish this project. Is that fussy cutting?
Yeah, you're fussy cutting. All right. Keep stamping those feet to the ground.
Oh,
I'm going to say you're a grown man.
Just saying.
Get over it.
Oh, you see, we're men in this house. It feels so good when I can look at my son and be like, man up. He is my size, eye to eye.
Yeah. Oh, man. Both of our kids are taller than us now? Oh.
He'll never know because I'm constantly wearing my William Shatners because I lie about my height.
Well, you guys are never standing up next to each other either. He's always standing and you're sitting.
Oh, no. He walks up to me. He walks up to me all the time when he waits for me to take my shoes off and he's like, almost there. Almost there. Does William have any Pibbs? I don't drink Mr. Pibbs. I like Bargs. Bargs root beer is so much better. No, I'm not a Mr. Pibbs fan.
No. Oh, no.
But I like Bargs. Bargs is great. Bargs has bite. You remember the 90s?
Even we got Rita going.
oh my goodness. Leave it to Tammy.
Pibbs. That's a great soda. Pibbs is a great soda.
Project in bag. Yep. Yeah, it's got 55-gallon drums of it up. Yeah.
Okay, with now that I know what Pibbs is, I will now be known as Mr. Pibbs. I have so many. I call those bags of shame because I'm like, I'll get to that one day. Put it in a bag, put it in the closet, shove it under all the clothes.
That's funny.
Oh, good gravy.
Oh.
I am, but for anyone wondering, I am a root beer aficionado, and it all started because they stopped selling Bargs where I live. So I went on this mission to find root beer.
Have you ever had A&W?
They sell that here. I like it. It's too creamy.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad gets that when we go to the restaurant.
We still have A&W restaurants here.
Yeah.
So that stuff's everywhere.
There's only
They-
one in upstate New York that I know of. So we go there every season.
Does anyone here drink Tab? Tab just reminds me of a very specific era.
Nope.
I
Nope.
can't believe I've seen it in the store. I don't know. I'm weird. I drink Cactus Cooler, Pepsi, Hawaiian Punch again for some crazy reason.
Patch.
Man.
Oh, I'm writing that down. You need a Bibs patch.
Bibs.
Okay, so
Your
it's
project in a bag.
project in that. Matter of fact, I still have a burlap sack that I'm going to do magic with. It's an old coffee bag. I'm going to do magic with it. I bought it at the Goodwill bins. Oh, this was terribly cut. Is that fussy cutting? Good great. I'm just going to, you know what? No one said
No,
making
don't have a
clothes
fit.
wasn't painless.
Yeah, Ollie, my dad really enjoys the A&W from a fountain in a frosted glass. Sometimes if he's feeling froggy, he'll put some ice cream in it. But
My
I'll do
parents,
anything for an old man.
I grew up eating that very combination with ice cream in it. This arm is going to be funky.
When I worked at Mickey D's, I used to take orange high C and put a little, and then put ice cream in it. Then have that as a snack.
You know what?
Fountain doors and stuff.
I still to this day dip. I will go to Wendy's, order a large Frosty and a large thing of French fries, and sit there and just dip my French fries.
You dip, right? Oh, I thought I was like one of the only people in the world that ever did that.
It's I've been doing this since I was a kid. It is the greatest combination.
It is sweet and salty.
Absolutely, and no one ever goes to the Wendy's by my house. And so it's always fresh. It's always brand new because no one's ever there, so they have to make it.
Yeah. Rita, you like that too?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I was the only one.
Anything to, I don't know. Good.
It's an amazing combination. I like Kroger's, cola, and root beer. I grew up on house brands, so I'm not anti ever drinking anything. Like my son is the bougie one. I'm always like, doesn't matter what label, and he looks at me and he's like, it matters.
It matters because it's in a different box.
Same to me, it's the same
It
factory.
could be the same factory, same everything. It's in a different box.
Oh, don't even get me started on pasta. We had an argument one day. I walked up to the aisle. I was like, it's the same thing, just in different sizes.
Good night, Tammy. I hope you have safe travels tomorrow.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to hear all about it.
Candace flipped the table, was like, no root beer.
Oh.
You know, I grew up eating, like my parents were obsessed with old time candy, saltwater taffy, black licorice. I don't like any of it, so I get it. I get it. My grandma had those chalky, those mints that they were chalk on the outside and like mint in the middle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I could live my whole life and not have another one of those. And I loved that woman. Oh, so I get it.
Thanks, Grandma.
My grandma always had candy in the house. And one day I walked in and she had peanut M&Ms. I think someone sent her a memo. They were like, hey, Grandma, it's the 90s. We don't eat those chalky things anymore.
Did she ever have Werther's Originals?
My parents were obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
And those what are those ball things with the nuts on top? They're chocolate. It's a ball.
Yes.
Ball.
Rocher.
Yeah. Yes.
Rocher.
Ooh, we're there. I feel it, but yes.
Whole life. Seriously, I could walk into my mom's house right now. She has some.
I'm gonna come over to your mom's house to like this. So a womanizer, by the way, the McDonald's machine's always broken because it's made of plastic on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's plastic except for even the blades are plastic on the inside. Okay. O-rings and blades. That's all you got. And if you run out of lube, you're done.
everywhere around here advertises that their ice cream machine works because of Mickey D's. You can literally drive by like Del Taco and they're like, we have ice cream that works. Like you can go anywhere and they're like, McDonald's has become famous for the machine not working.
Yeah. Well, it's actually not McDonald's fault. It's Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
It's the company
Yikes.
that runs those machines because they are. I don't even want to get into it. It just makes me heated just thinking about it.
TED Talk? Is it TED Talk time? Is it time?
It could be TED Talk time. Taylor, if you're out there, you really need to get your act together because
I know that.
17 years of dealing with you plus.
She doesn't know where that's now.
I have an exercise bike in my kitchen. It is the greatest drying rack for both pots and clothes.
I never thought about putting pots on your exercise bike.
I can't stand my butterscotch and strawberry candies. I can't stand them. I'm the same way. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff. And it just like those old timey candies that like you would suck on, I don't like. Oh, and fruitcake. Fruitcake. I've like my whole life, somebody will send me a fruitcake. If anybody wants a rum-soaked fruitcake, please give me your address. I will send it to you.
Oh, I thought you liked them. I sent you one for Christmas.
I think I must be on a gag mailing list or something. But like, because some I'll get from family members and they're aging. And they're not always the best cook. But then I get them from companies like, because you could pre-order stuff. No, thank you. Send me a Visa gift card if you don't know what to get me for Christmas.
Or send him Starbucks gift cards so I can say, hey, send them this way.
I collect those things. It is so, you would laugh because I went through my wallet. I have more than I thought. Can I just put it, so I can literally just put them on a account?
Yeah. You can put them on my account. Thank you.
Well, ever since I quit drinking, people like don't know what to get me. And I tell them like, I drink coffee. They're like, what do you do? I'm like, I drink coffee. That's literally how the conversation started years ago. And now I get a ton of gift cards.
Or you can always just show your gift card at the register and they can buzz it. But
I forget they're in my
I would
pocket.
put them on the app if you plan on using the app.
I truly forget they're even in my pocket. So what happens is I end up just taking them on tours.
Yeah, they've been all over the world.
I have a question, Twin. What do you think they're doing in California City right now? Oh, I missed.
Well, let's see. What time is it over there? It's like almost 7 o'clock. It's a Saturday.
Sun's kind of almost down. Almost.
Sun's up. So, maybe the kids are playing outside, having fun, doing their thing because there's nothing else to do around there.
Literally in the middle of I'm concerned for the residents of California City.
They're playing video games. They're cooking dinner. They're barbecuing outside.
They have Wi-Fi in California City?
I'm pretty sure that they do. They're probably watching you.
Do.
Hey, California City, how are you doing today? Oh, I wonder if you use a hashtag, if you'll get more California City residents.
Do you ever wonder what people do out in the middle of the desert? Like when you see a house, like one house, and it's out and there's like nothing for 20 miles in every direction. What does that person do? And I'm not even talking about for a living. I'm talking about to stop yourself from going crazy.
Enjoy themselves. Think about it. Okay, you ever go to Payson here?
Yes, I have.
If you come from the side of Phoenix, before you get to Payson, there's a little tiny town called Rye.
Yes.
I lived there for many years. I was the RV park, U-Haul store. I was the U-Haul dealer, the RV park, and those big Connex boxes. That was me.
Hey, Mona. It was just one of those things. Whenever I'm driving through the desert, it always trips me out. You'll see. And you know what? Eventually, I'm not talking trash because I will be that person one day where it's just a house and a bunch of trees.
Mm-hmm.
And me and a million sewing machine tables surrounded like
with an emu and a
Hey, Deb. Oh, I will have my exotic bird, my exotic guard birds.
Yes.
I'm gonna put an emu on one side.
Oh, your peacock's on the other.
Yeah, and I kind of want an alpaca now. I was watching Doctor Who. I kind of want an alpaca.
So you have to keep shaving them down.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have great videos of look
Make
at
it
my new
groom them.
alpaca sweater.
Okay.
I thought that it's not shaved. They're pulled.
Yeah, they are.
They're pulled.
Oh,
They're not
that's even more fun. I can brush them like Marsha Brady.
no, it's actually pulled. Yeah.
Hey, Mona. Hello. Great to see you. Welcome.
I'll brush my
welcome.
Highland. You can brush your llama thingy.
Get
Your
some
alpaca.
geese. I'm gonna tell you, Mona. I respect nature, and I am man enough to say this.
I received
Geese scare me. Geese scare me. I couldn't have some. It'd be lurking around my backyard, and I'd be peeking out my window like I know that geese is out there somewhere. I couldn't just have geese.
Now you know what to get some geese.
That's right, Candace. That is right.
I do like that because my neighbors are like I made the mistake of moving back to my hometown, and people move here as a status symbol. I'm from here. We used to be hillbilly and not wear shoes during the summer here. And now people are driving Ferraris and, oh, this is California. No, this is the valley.
Oh,
So I think it's time for me to head out. That is very true, Candace. Emus are violent in attack.
They are.
Why am I attracted to all these angry birds, huh?
I don't know.
But yeah, you don't want geese?
No geese.
Well,
Scare
you might
me.
hit an emu and go, about this.
Have you
Sure.
ever been face to face with a Canadian geese? They're
Yes, I have.
my height. Those things are big.
They're big.
No, they are not your height. They might come up to your knees.
They're like 4'2". They come with little tattoos that say "I heart mom," smoking a cigarette. They're like, "How's it going, eh?"
Yeah. Yeah, and they have their little cowgirl and cowboy hats on with their boots.
Oh, the Leafs won. The Leafs won.
Oh, sorry,
I
that
can tell
turned.
because they're congratulating each other. That means they came back
Yeah.
because the Kings were winning. Yay! How's it going, Native? Great to see you.
Hi,
Great to
Native.
see you. I'm too busy crying about hockey. I'll watch it later. Yay! And then you can card all the wool. Yes, and see, Alibaba and I are already in business.
So, Ollie, you're going to have to come help him learn how to spin it.
I'm ready. I read Rumpelstiltskin as a kid. I know how to spin. I'm ready. Let me in, coach. I am so mad. I almost bought a loom, and then I almost bought a spindle thing, but it looked like broken wood. And then I was like, this was a year or two ago, but then I was sending messages to people like, should I buy this? Should I buy this? Because it just seemed like a lot of money for wood. But now I'm kind of mad with all the yarn I have in this room. I'm kind of mad I didn't buy it. It was a literal spindle that you sit on.
Wow.
It was huge.
I couldn't imagine.
They break easy though.
That's, it's so funny you would say that. When I was in the parking lot, I went straight to YouTube. I started watching videos, and the first thing that came up was everyone's complaints.
They break.
So I was kind of like, well, maybe I won't do this.
If it gets too dry, they break.
But you and I live in extremely dry climates. If I leave my car out, one side of it will get sunbaked from the sun all year long,
Oh, wow.
So everything gets destroyed here if you leave it in the sun. I can't leave any plastic outside.
It will melt.
Or dry and crack.
It will. The sun eats. The inside of the car, the dash.
Oh,
the
yeah.
sun eat them here, literally, and they fall inside the car, the vehicle.
That's why, like, a lot of people have rugs on the top of their Well, during the summer.
I do, but it's still my dash. The sun ate the dash. The dash is all inside.
Wow.
This is exactly what I'm looking for right now. 10 acres away from everybody. Excuse me. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I can't remember her name because I'm subscribed to you, but there's a woman. I don't know if she lives in Colorado, New Mexico. It looks like Utah. It could be anywhere, but she's next to a stream and a mountain, and she just walks on her deck and she's talking, or she'll put her quilts up, and it's literally out in this beautiful desert landscape, but she has an active stream by her house.
That's that lady that lives off the grid.
She might, I don't know. She might be. I'm subscribed to everybody.
She has to hand turn her sewing machine.
Oh wow. The neighbors would hate me because I'd be turning on my generator.
What is her name?
I actually should say her name since I plug her so much. I should.
Yeah, I don't even know who it is.
But if it's the same one, she lives off the grid.
I'm subscribed to a ton of people on YouTube. If you sew, I'm probably subscribed to you.
Good to know.
And plus, I honestly, I learn from people. I'm watching just like everybody else. There's things that I do that are backwards. There's things that I stopped doing because I'm like, oh, there's better ways to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Log cabin, 10 acres, and a creek. All of those combined together spell wildlife. Bears, lions, and tigers.
I like the coffee cam.
Coffee cam.
I'm crazy. I wanna taste the espresso, my coffee, sugar, and creamer at the same time. So my coffee is bitter and sweet, just like me.
I really want to try the Starbucks William concation. Your little ingredient.
Why don't you tell the peeps my drink?
Are those
Okay.
legs or pineapple?
So this is what he says. May I please get a grande drip coffee with 2 ad shots, 15 sugars in a venti cup filled to the top with cream. Did I do it good?
May I please have a grande coffee in a venti cup with 15 sugars, 2 ad shots, and half to the top, please? I'm extremely polite. I am. I say may I have for everything because you should be grateful that someone's making your food, drink, or just being kind to you in general.
That's right.
Oh, and Mona, these are pineapples. I'm using all the fabric that I have in this room. I purchased this fabric probably like 6 or 7 months ago and never used it, so it's lining.
So I did kind of try his coffee the other day, but I could not physically do 15 sugars. So I brought that down drastically. I mean, I just can't go from 0 to 15. I mean, think about it. What kind of attack would I have?
Imagine what happens when I don't drink that. And first off, Candace, I'm there. I love sitting on the porch. I sit in front of my house, and I live in LA. I sit on my own porch, and I live in a cul-de-sac. That's good old leftover pot. Yes, 15 sugars. I need to taste it, and 2 ad shots. Because it's not coffee if I'm not doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Rita, do you drink coffee?
No.
Do you drink tea or anything?
No. I drink.
Do you drink any soft drinks?
Mountain Dew and infused water.
I never got into infused water.
I make my own. I just put water, and I either put melon, pineapple, strawberries, and set it in the refrigerator overnight.
I bet it's delicious.
Absolutely, that sounds good.
Don't like cucumbers. Don't put them in there because it tastes like cucumber.
Oh, I learned that the hard way.
Cucumber and melon combination, if you like those two, make great infused water.
But when you
Or
put actual cucumber, like, cause I used to mess
cucumber.
around with different kind of drinks.
Womanizer, we can go get pizza anytime now because I am a big ham and pineapple fan too.
That's cooked pineapple. No,
Oh, girl. Yes.
I don't want cooked pineapple. No.
I had pineapple on pizza. Was it this year or last year for the first time ever? And you know, hey Laura,
Yeah.
it
Laura.
wasn't that bad.
Laura.
I like ham and pineapple pizza. Sorry guys. You know what? I used to really go off about that, but I had it recently and it wasn't that bad. I didn't order it again, but
Great.
I liked it.
I bet you would like pineapple and bacon.
No.
For the record, if you could wrap bacon around a rubber tire, and I love bacon.
I know. That's nice.
Hey, Laura, great to see you. I like cucumber water.
It's good.
Yeah. See, now we need to all get pizza. Let's have a big old pizza.
I wish there was a pizza place that we could order it and it would come to everybody's house.
Yeah.
Did we just invent the future?
Mhm.
Substitute water for vodka. Now you're talking.
You can do that. You can call them and they'll send it.
That's true.
I grew up in a house with vodka dispensers.
Mm-hmm.
So ask me what I don't drink.
No.
I'm the same way, Mona. I had to try the pineapple and pizza because I spent years campaigning against it. And then one day I was sitting here and I was like, you know what? It's been at least a decade, if not longer, since I've had it. And I ordered it. Even the pizza guy was like, blink if you're being held hostage. Like, are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh.
And then the owner, the day I ordered that, the owner came to the door and was like, okay, just making sure was looking at my door, like just making sure you're not being held hostage. It was actually decent. It was decent.
I don't like cooked pineapple.
But what about on shish kebabs?
Oh,
Nope.
good. Yes.
I barbecue all summer long, and Mona has reminded me of that. Oh, now I'm craving shish kebabs. Hey, Pam. Great to see you, Pam. Welcome.
Womanizer, like what area of the world do you live in? That's gonna be my question.
Twinny McTwin, that pizza I showed you the other day with a salad, ravioli, and everything, that was almost $70.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. When I ordered for the family, like that's why I said I ate every last piece of the pizza. I made sure the salad was gone. I ate all that ravioli. It was almost $70 for the three of us.
I can't.
And it was a large pizza. Isaiah and I were eating it all week.
Okay, I didn't believe you with the whole crust situation. I didn't believe you. I'm gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. But when you showed me that crust and it's like this thick, I was just like, no way.
That's a piece of bread. They give you, like, literally, it is a half a loaf of bread on top of the pizza.
It's like the pizza, and then the crust is like half a slice of pizza, and it's this thick.
I almost doxed myself. I almost said the name, but it is literally like if I walked into my block and yelled, they could hear my order. That's how close they are.
Northern Illinois. Interesting. Okay.
Pizza isn't that expensive where you live? Great to see you, Terry. Great to see you.
No, I could get that for probably $45 around here.
For a full meal, we get a full thing of ravioli. The any pasta salad is like huge. It's huge.
Well, I mean, the sizes might be different, but.
And we get a decent amount of pizza. Like this pizza, like it's like meal prepping for lazy people such as myself, because I ordered it on a Sunday and I'm eating it on Tuesday.
Well, apparently Terry spends the same amount of money, but you both do live in a very expensive area of the country also. like the cost of living is a little higher than here.
Yeah,
So,
it's about the same. Yeah, we pay the same prices.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I would say New York and California are pretty much neck and neck with everything.
On my birthday, when I went to the fancy barbecue place, each meal was 25 to 30 bucks, and my son ordered the porterhouse, and I just ordered a chicken sandwich.
Of course, yes.
I didn't even look to see how much the porterhouse was.
Okay, a small 12-inch pie and rice balls, $70. Oh my word.
Yeah, it's like that here too.
My heart is just like, this is why I cook at home. This is why I just can't.
That's why I go so nuts. Like how you saw me shopping in Las Vegas, I can't do that here. I have to pick a couple of stores because for the amount of money that I spent on everything, I could spend at one Goodwill here because
Yeah.
our prices are so different.
Wow.
Mm,
Our Goodwill's affordable. Like I bought so much stuff in Arizona from Goodwills, so I know they have decent prices.
yeah.
I don't know about now.
Oh, that is true. The last time I purchased anything from a Goodwill was like 13 years ago. I bought a lot of musical instruments from Goodwills there.
Mm.
A lot. It does hurt, Terry. It does. But, excuse me. Oh, I need to drink more water. I'm trying. Life is expensive now. Things
It
are
is.
more expensive. When I went to the grocery yesterday, okay? For the same amount of stuff that I usually get, it's around like $1.80, $1.90. I spent $301.26
Mm.
buying the same old junk that I buy.
Yep. Except smaller packages.
Thank you
Okay.
so much for stopping by, Deb. Thank you so much.
Good night, Deb. I'll see you in the morning.
I might still be up.
Oh, you will be. Joydy's here.
Hey, Joydy. Hello, hello. Great to see you. It's like 36 for a porterhouse dinner. It is I didn't even look. My son, he always orders the most expensive thing on the menu when we go out.
I'd be sharing that with somebody.
Once in a while, you have to treat yourself. But man, it doesn't make food go down too easy. I learned from, I worked for this guy who used to call me William. And he would always, we'd always get lunch. And I'd be like, how much do I owe you? And he'd be like, William, wait till you're done eating, and then I'll tell you how much you owe me. You need to digest your food before you look at the price. That way you're less hypoglycemic. But it's true. Like, there's no point in stressing out while you're eating. That's why I go so crazy in Las Vegas, because everything is so much cheaper, and that's a tourist town. Imagine how much everything is so expensive where I live that I can go to a tourist trap, one of the biggest tourist traps on the West Coast, and everything's cheaper. Everything.
Mm. Yeah, I didn't think prices were that bad. We were there.
Vegas is for people gambling instead of spending their money on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that also is a reason why you don't have to pay sales tax. And so because of that, things are a lot cheaper. And they have a thriving economy. Ours fluctuates.
Like, it took me a little second to get used to no sales tax, because it's like, I'm calculating things in my head and I'm already putting, okay, it's like $1 because everything's $1 is $1.07. So it's like I'm starting to do like the times 7 in my head. I'm like, oh no, that's not right. It's wrong. So.
Oh man, I miss those days. Now we get taxed almost 11 cents.
Oh. Yeah, we're at 8 cents here.
It was at 8 forever and ever and ever. Yeah, great to see you. Great to see you. We don't go out for steak anywhere. My husband is a master at grilling. You know what's so funny? That's one of the reasons I really don't go to barbecue places, because I grew up in a place where we barbecued every other night. Well, when the weather was nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not like judgy or anything like that, but I'm also like that with certain food, like Mexican food. You can make that at your house.
Yes. Go
And
out.
not, go to the grocery store. It is cheap.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you ever go to like you ever find like a farm that sells beef or pork or anything and buy it from them?
Yeah, but I do that more with there. I almost docked myself again. There's a farm over by the ranch, and they're famous in my town for selling corn.
Okay.
So, like when they're during their growing season, I'll buy corn, a bunch of squash. We buy our
Yeah.
pumpkins there. It's a kind of a weird family tradition, actually. But
Mm.
if I go towards the beach, that's where all the avocado, strawberry farms are, and
Mhm.
they will have beef and stuff like that, and it is cheaper than the grocery store.
Yeah. I that's what I do. I go to the farmer's market and I'll get corn and then I'll roast it. Like I'll keep it in the husks and everything and roast it on the grill. And
Oh,
then I can it from there. Yeah. I roast everything first.
that's
It's
one
really
thing I will. Oh, hold on, let me mute myself real quick.
Mhm.
You gonna
You have
talk?
to talk the A word.
Yep.
It's just telling me it's gonna rain tomorrow. I thought I had a package or something.
Oh. Well, I guess you did clean the side yard just in time.
He orders spaghetti and meatballs. Laura, that's funny.
Yeah.
I love Italian food. See, that's the thing. You could probably make some amazing 8.875. Oof.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it's like 10 or 11, Laura. I don't know about you. I think because we have to pay county, city, state, and some other tax, federal.
Federal, yeah.
I have this weird rule of trying to not order something that I can make at the house. Well, it's different because there's certain things that I love. Like it'll be the day I'm not eating nachos, I'm depressed. There are like certain things that I love. You can put anything on chips, I'll eat it. I don't know what's wrong with me. But like this makes me laugh because there's this really fancy Italian restaurant by my house, and like anytime anyone wants to go, I always end up ordering spaghetti and meatballs or a pizza.
Mhm. I always wanted to make spaghetti and meatballs like with beef and lamb together. I think that would be really tasty.
That sounds amazing.
Mm.
Rita, do you cook anything exotic, or are you like a cheeseburgers kind of person?
I hate cheeseburgers. I don't know exotic. I mean, when I cook spaghetti, I can't.
Oy.
It takes me 18 hours. The pasta sauce.
Yeah.
My grandma screams in my head. I don't know what you mean by exotic.
No, just like I eat a lot of like lengua.
Mhm.
I eat a lot of I'll eat birria tacos. I'll eat, which is goat. I'll eat and that's exotic. To the average person, they're like, sewing's gross.
Right.
But like I love certain things.
I can't think of what they're called, but a lady from time I was little, she didn't speak English. She was Mexican, Spanish. You take hamburger and cook it and then add hot peppers and you put the hamburger in the little, and I don't know what they were called. They might be called taquitos, but I don't think so because these are soft. And then you put them in the oven with the homemade enchilada sauce, but they're little, and I don't know what they're called.
That sounds like a fancy enchilada. That sounds amazing.
Well, these are round though. They're little.
That's how enchiladas start. You get a tortilla, you roll it, you put it in next to each other, and then you pour the sauce on.
Well, you have to make the tortilla shells. So
Yeah.
I did. And about the only thing I can think of exotic is like stuffed steak, where you cut it and stuffed steak. Just like people do with pork chops, you can do the same thing with steak. And stuff, you can stuff cream cheese. If you have seafood, but always put portobello mushrooms in there and stuff the steak.
Terry is like, not the tongue again. Not the tongue. I'm from the West Coast. We eat crazy stuff on the West Coast.
Pickled tongue is amazing. It's good. I saw
Cooked on the table. I'm obsessed with birria tacos. The next property over, once a month, they have a birria taco extravaganza. I won't eat lunch. I'll smell it and I'm like, looks like I'm staying an extra hour. Oh man. And then anyone who shows up, there's people who show up on horses, people who show up on golf carts, such as myself. It did sound like flautas. You know, it's so funny, Laura, my first thought, every Thanksgiving, when I was a kid, my mom would make turkey flautas. I liked that better than the Thanksgiving dinner sometimes. Great memories. Great memories.
stuffed green peppers. Yep, those are you.
Oh, I still eat chili rellenos.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just randomly get one and just like, I'm going to stuff cheese in this. 20 to win. Your Leafs beat the you're Canadian, so you represent all Canadian teams. Your Leafs beat the Kings today. Our streak, we're now starting a new streak in the wrong direction.
Somebody needed to beat you after you whipped the Canes the way you did.
Oh man, we woke up. I don't know why.
The Canes didn't even come to play. It's like they brought their B team. It's okay. Oh, I'm glad that the Leafs won.
I'm obsessed with chili rellenos. I am obsessed. It sounds very Italian.
Secretly, I wore my Canadian shirt yesterday when we were
I
playing.
saw that. Didn't you wear it in your live?
Yes.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Was that yesterday? I don't. You know, my days blend.
Yesterday we were on together. Yesterday.
Okay. So that was the day before?
No, I didn't. I wouldn't wear a T-shirt 2 days in a row. But anywho, I wore it. But,
Wasn't you wearing that the day you wore the crown?
no, I don't know what I was wearing with the crown.
Yeah.
Was I wearing my coach shirt? Maybe I was wearing my coach. It's been a while since I wore a coach.
I can't remember.
You were coach because you got my docile self to walk around.
Mm-hmm.
Quilt show, you get your steps in quilt shows.
You get your steps in if you're around me.
If you need to get your steps in, let's go to a quilt show. I'm fearless. With a full inhaler, I am fearless.
Mona, I don't care what day it is. I don't pay attention.
I don't even know what day it is.
So Ollie, seriously, he just thinks I'm Canadian. That's just how it is. So I go for, Senators, Montreal.
They're called the Sens.
Sens, whatever. I don't know.
For the record, Mona, I am the same way. I wake up. Matter of fact, I know what day of the week it is by certain lives.
Mm-hmm.
Edmonton. Like, he just takes all the Canadian teams and just automatically, because I grew up and I tell everybody I'm half Canadian. That's just where I live now.
Well, from Vancouver all the way to Toronto, those are all your teams.
Montreal.
Sens, those are yours. It's your team. You're inadvertently a Sens fan.
Ollie might fight me on that one.
Mona, I'm obsessed with artichoke dip. I am obsessed.
Oh, that's so good. I could have some right now.
I used to order some at this fancy restaurant until it went up to like $20. But I'd always order it as a... Yeah, even at Chili's, their artichoke dip is like $15 to $20 now.
Oh, no.
I've never seen anything over $10 for that.
I used to go to Chili's a lot. Now I have Chili's baby back rib stuck in. I want my baby back. If you remember that commercial, please do not forget to take aspirin in the morning. But I would sing that, and even the people that worked there didn't even know about that song.
Oh, because they're so young.
Pickled artichoke.
I would always get the yes, we have baby back ribs, and I'm like, you don't get the joke. Greatest commercial of all time.
Ooh, pickled artichoke. Rita, have you ever had pickled artichoke?
Well, when I make my cucumber into pickles, I put artichokes in the jar. So
Ooh.
I don't make brine. I just like buy a specific type of kosher pickle, take the pickles out, what I want in there, and I add artichokes to it. So I guess it pickles them overnight.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I am on
craving
this
artichoke.
with you, Rita.
Super easy. A
Okay.
whole pickle.
I'm
Take
on it.
one pickle per jar. You slice it and whatever. Overnight, it will turn into. It's still cucumber, but it tastes like a pickle.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well, when we
truly,
start our homestead.
Mona, I truly believe. Hey, Linda, hello, hello. I
Hey, Linda,
truly
welcome back.
believe that people in my town we're the only reason that Chili's is around because people won't stop going there.
Mm.
Artichokes are like $3 each.
Yep.
Oh,
I've
they're
never
expensive.
priced any in a while.
Yay, great to see you, Linda. Welcome, welcome. I went through a hardcore artichoke phase
Mm-hmm.
and asparagus, right? I eat it all the time.
So it would be easy to grow artichokes over there, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, they're plentiful here.
Okay.
They're in a weird way. I buy mine in the store in a little jar. In a weird way, they never go out of season here either. Like I can go any time of year and buy an artichoke,
Mm.
a fresh one. Oh, now I'm craving artichokes.
So they grow, I mean, what, it gets 50 degrees like at the maybe as your low in the winter? So 50 to like 115? They can grow anywhere in that temperature range?
Somewhere in that range. But it's
Mm.
permanently 70 degrees here on average.
Okay.
So
Well, that's
every
good
other
to know.
day. So every other day, it's like 70 degrees here. So, like, even right now, today, we have a storm coming. It was, well, now the sky. I'm speaking and the storm's rolling in, but it was gorgeous today.
Yeah.
And it was like a healthy 68, 69, 70 degrees today.
Mm.
If not more, it was just a good day to be out in the garden. We used to go to Chili's all the time, but then we moved, and I think it's been more than 10 years since I've been there.
Mm.
There's one like in this really weird point in my town. Location.
Yeah. I don't know the last time I went into a Chili's. I think my girls are little.
Can you imagine if a robot reached out and touched him on the shoulder?
Oh. He would jump a mile high.
I'd run out of this room and put a for sale sign on the door as I was running. I don't hang out with poltergeists. I don't hang out with ghosts. I don't do nope. We don't do that.
No, you just do crickets.
Oh, that's different. I can hear them and I can eventually find them. They give away their location.
Mm.
When COVID hit, we started ordering and going to family-owned restaurants. It's like that here too. You know
Do you
what?
think a lizard made it into your house today?
I don't know. I kept all the doors open though.
Yeah.
The applications were open for the lizard today, and I unearthed a bunch of stuff. So I saw a few. There's a Mexican restaurant by my house. They treat us so good, and we keep coming back. They treat us like royalty,
Mm-hmm.
And that's the key because their workers have worked there forever. They've watched my son grow up. There was a lady at AM/PM that almost started crying because she saw my son of how much he looks like a grown man now, and she remembers when he was a little boy.
Yeah.
I like local business like that,
Mm-hmm. I agree.
where people still care.
And they know you by name.
Absolutely.
And they just have that rapport with you instead of just hi, how can I help you? They know the little snippets about you that they can ask from last time they saw you.
You know what's really sad? Even my local Walmart, and because the one by my house, it's really close. So there's people that I've seen them for 15 years,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And it's weird. It's weird when I see certain people. I'm like, you have worked here for how long? You know, it's so weird.
And they remember you. Yeah.
There's this one woman, she's from the UK. She has worked there so long, she's almost lost her English accent.
Oh,
It's kind of, she now has this big, you can tell her accent is very blended. And she does not use British nomenclatures at all anymore. I had an aunt who was from Boston. She never lost her accent. You never know. You know.
don't scratch me.
Hmm.
When COVID started, oh, sorry. I already read that way. I keep getting my lower leg scratched for a few months. It'll Nope. I'm out. Where everybody knows your name and there's always glad you came.
Arlie.
Hey Arlie. Now that song
Where
is stuck
everybody
in my head.
knows your name.
Do.
Oh, cheers. That's funny.
Making your way through my so-called life. Dun, 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 dun.
Making your way through the day.
Oh, making your way through the tweed pile. Looking every coat.
And you know he has a lot.
He has a lot.
Oh,
He makes capes, pants, and vests all day. I don't know. It was good.
Everybody knows. See, now it's just blasting in my head. We have a favorite Chinese restaurant that we've been going to for more than 30 years. When our son was little, the owner sat down and fed him so we could eat our meal while it was hot. That is family. I love that.
that sounds like P.F. Chang's.
I love that. Do you know what's
Oh,
funny?
you know that I'm going to make a parody off of that now. I'm
You
done.
know, we don't have P.F. Chang's like that here in California. When I came back from Arizona, we don't have P.F. Chang's here.
Oh, it's like one of my favorite places.
We don't. Not like it. They in Arizona has all kinds of stuff. The California Arizona has Waffle House, like the actual yellow sign Waffle House. We don't have those here.
Actual Waffle House.
Where people go to fight each other.
Yes.
Where you start your fighting career.
Yeah. Oh, that's like the best spot to go, like at 2:00 in the morning. You know, get your waffle.
Never been to one. They don't have them here. Well, I've been to them in I've been to the Waffle Houses in Arizona.
Yeah. Do they have the golden waffle there?
I don't think so. It's been so long since I've traveled east on any of those roads.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to always go on the highway, and if you get on the 10, there are Waffle Houses from here to Savannah, Georgia.
Well, after we
You just start
visit
heading east.
Biscuitville, the next day we'll go to Waffle House.
I still want to go to Biscuitville.
It's-
It just sounds like
Oh, you're going to
heaven for a
Biscuitville.
breakfast guy like me.
Oh, you're going to Biscuitville. I went there today. Thought about it. She went through. I was like, ooh, I wonder what the gravy's going to be like. But no. Just got my sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit.
See, you can't say Biscuitville without saying Biscuitville. You got to get an accent to say Biscuitville.
Biscuitville.
I love
Don't move
IHOP.
your mouth.
IHOP is consistent.
Mm.
Unlike going to like Denny's or something like that. Because in my, like, anywhere else, even in LA, they're amazing. But in my town, it is gross.
Mm.
Maybe I'll give them another chance one day. I have the Cheers song stuck in my head. I watched a lot of television as a child.
Yeah, just wait. The parody's coming out. I'll even sing it. It'll be fine. Yeah. There must be a karaoke song version on the YouTubes that I can play while I'm singing it.
All
Rita, you're
right.
a backup singer. Come on now, Rita. Don't be rolling your eyes. I saw it. Man. And here I am. I was going to have you part of my groupie. Rita, we're going to have a conversation later.
Rita's more behind the scenes, okay? Be nice. Rita is more behind the scenes, okay? You really are. You are the producer. You are the producer of the House of Sewing. Oh no, I dropped a pin. I have to pick it up right now.
Rita, I love you. You're so. I love you. I really do. I really do. I really enjoy it all about you. Mm-hmm.
Did you check out that link I sent you?
Did I check out the link you sent? When did you send me a link? Then maybe I did.
A couple days ago.
Yes, I probably did.
Do the poetry?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh man, this is gonna be shower curtain chic.
Shower curtain. So you're making a shower curtain.
Well, while I was in beautiful, affordable Las Vegas, Nevada, I stumbled upon a Goodwill, and I bought a bunch of fabric, and I came across this material. I've actually worked with drapes and all kinds of stuff. This stuff is so stringy, you have to have patience. This is just extremely stringy material.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so stringy, I wouldn't even recommend putting it through a serger because it might destroy your serger.
Mm.
But we're going for shower curtain chic. I thought it was something else.
But you don't have a serger.
Not anymore.
Mm.
Oh, don't you hear that? Da-na-na-na, wah, wah, wah. Me and sergers don't get along. They're on that side of the hill. I'm on this side of the hill. And we're both waiting to pull on each other.
Rita, do you have a serger?
Huh?
Do you have a serger?
Don't want one either.
Okay.
They make
I don't have one either.
door hold openers.
They're heavy enough. They'll hold your doors open.
Hmm?
Hey, William has one that you can have if you don't, if you need one.
Yep, that's what the last two done.
I was about to say I have a few.
Them and say, good, you can make a good door holder opener.
Yay,
No.
hi Harley. I have a few. If anyone ever needs some sewing machine door stops, I'm your guy. And I have those little, I used to buy the little mini ones, those useless ones. So I have a bunch of door stops of all sizes, big, mini, small.
You can almost cut and send that one. I know.
I have a serger. I need it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a big magnet I use to go across my floor all the time, Linda, so I don't pick up this.
There's many schools of thought out to this. Like, I drop pins all the time. Always find them with exactly.
I have a big, huge magnet.
No.
Some like I've heard the difference between having your clothes look professional and homemade is having a serger. I think it's ironing. Some people love sergers. I love sergers. I can't keep one and not destroy them. It's me. I am the bad part of this relationship when it comes to sergers. I expect them to be something they're not.
Yeah.
What happened to your serger?
The knives off end up breaking off on me. Every time those knives break off.
I work it to the point where those needles are not. Once the timing is off on your serger, take it and kindly lay it in the garbage.
Well, I mean, you give it a beating.
I do.
With the fabric that you use.
I am way beyond factory specs. Like, if brother came to me, I was like, I'm destroying these sergers. They would be like, our sergers are not made for you, sir. I do use them well beyond their capacity. I'm willing to admit, when it comes to sergers, I am the terrible part of that relationship. But I will say, like, even those Walmart ones, man, you can sew. You'd be surprised what you can sew on those until they eventually break. And to all those people who told me, William, why did you buy this? That you won't even last a month or two. You were right. If it makes you feel any better, you were all right. You were all 100% right.
Thread. No.
It was that denim jacket behind you.
And it's standing.
Yep.
I really want to. I would love to put that on just to see how heavy it is. Yeah.
Go put two 25-pound weights in a backpack. Or just grab weights and just walk around with them on each other.
Good to know.
Wow. I pushed my serger though. My first serger was horrible to thread, but now I have an air threader. I was thinking about getting one of those too, but I need an industrial machine and not anything that just says heavy duty. I need something that's actually heavy duty. You sew bricks on your serger? I do.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
I do. I take these machines way beyond what they're intended for.
I mean, I'm surprised he's not like, take it like a man up, sewing, serger. Like, I'm pretty sure he's not talking like.
Oh man, if that thing could speak English, I would.
Oh, do you speak Spanish to it?
No, that thing speaks serger, and I don't speak serger. Every serger I come across, I destroy. I don't know what it. Well, I do know, but they can't be all that terribly made. That's just that. No, they can't all be that terribly made. I have a Singer serger that I got from the Vegas antique mall. I think all I need to do is replace the blade on that.
Okay.
The denim is like fireman's gear. It is true. I like sewing. I like thick material. I like tweed. That weird wannabe canvas material they sell at Walmart that is like so stiff they make it with starch.
Yeah. I like duck fabric too.
What needle are you using? On my sewing machine, I always use a leather needle. Sergers, you just like I use depending. Like on my brother, I was able to put 2 leather needles on there, and to me it lasted longer. But I think it's the material that I'm using is destroying the serger. And once the timing's off, that serger is destroyed.
Yep, that's it. All it takes.
It's not like a sewing machine. If you have patience, you can calibrate a sewing machine. Sergers, good luck. I've been doing this for like 6 years now. I don't know. I've never been able to I did it one time, but I think I fixed a serger once, but I truly believe it wasn't as damaged as everyone thought it was. But I completely took it apart down to the bare bones.
Wow.
And so I don't know. I've got a baby lock serger that I love. I'm definitely in the market. I am definitely in the market for a new serger. You just need to get the right serger for the job. There are no 5,000 stitch per minute home sewing machines. Ollie knows. Ollie has been here since the beginning. I have had serger drama. I think I just need to bite the bullet and get a decent one. I inherited all my sewing stuff from my mom. She showed me how to thread her Singer. Oh, when I was 10, I love that. I absolutely love stories like that.
Look at this coat being put together. So exciting.
I still have to add lining. I need to find my orange thread as I get ahead of myself. Okay. Let's make sure. This is I got to check for mistakes because I don't have a serger. It's a great segue. And so I have to line everything with it. So we'll see. The ribbon is somewhere close in here, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being arrogant by assuming it is somewhere close. Oh, this is hilarious.
Yeah, Laura, I look on Facebook Marketplace for things like that too. I'm always looking for a sewing
Wow.
machine or something.
I like it.
Oh, this is your favorite nurse.
Oh,
I should make nurse gear. It's not lined yet, though. This is your favorite nurse.
Yep.
Just like my whale shirt. This is your favorite nurse. Oh my gosh. I am going into a different field. I'm going to start making clothes for nurses.
you can put one of those big collars on it.
What's that?
You can put one of those big collars on it.
I'm thinking about it. But I have to I've been doing so much cleaning. I don't remember where I put the rest of this material. But by the time I'm done lining it, I'll figure it out.
That would be a very interesting venture for you to do nursing, like scrub stuff. I could see it.
If I showed you my pink whale, I think it's because I was very sick as a child, so I was at the hospital.
Yeah.
And when I see certain things, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just made a nurse's smock. Like this
Just make
is
sure that the cuffs, you gotta really whatever they are made out of.
Taper them in or what? Terry, I'm working with my brother PC 210. This is a quilting machine, but as long as I don't work with tweed, I can sew almost pretty much anything that's not denim or tweed or, this is made for cottons. So I'm really nice to this machine. Like when I'm going to start sewing with tweed, I'm going to find something else to sew with. What are you guys sewing tonight? I know it's ironic that I'm sewing and no one else is, in an ironic twist.
Well,
My machine's clear over there.
it's because I can't sew and talk at the same time. But I can show you the project that I'm going to work on after the stream.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna make me big.
Yeah, you want to make? I gotta make it.
Yeah, I like to be big now.
No.
Wow.
Oh, can you see it?
Oh, look at that panda face.
Oh, a panda bear.
Oh, isn't it beautiful? And I got a new light box today, y'all. So I'm excited so I can trace it, do all my things, and start sewing it. Like A for B. And I've had this forever. So it has to get done. So excited. So that's what I'm planning on working on tonight.
No, mine just will finish up that
It's going to look so cool.
thing there.
But we'll have to name the panda.
Oh, yes. Name everything. Yes, name absolutely everything.
Name it.
Can I name it? Can I name the panda? The panda's name is Inkle. No, I can't even say his name. I can't even say that name. The panda's name is, I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Fred Leopold Rufus the First.
Fred Leopold Rufus the First.
Yes.
Does he get your last name too?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. I really want to make nurses clothing because I think it is because I was in a hospital a lot as a kid. Every time I make a certain shirt or it's a certain cut, I'm like, this is something a nurse would wear.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely
Thank you,
adorable.
guys. Thank you. That's very kind. Thank you.
What is that FPP? What is
foundation?
FPP? Yeah, you know me. You're down with FPP.
That's
Yeah,
what I
you
say
know
when I
me.
say it. Get off you. No. I say that and then for EPP too. So there's foundation paper piecing and English paper piecing.
You down with FPP? Yeah.
Yeah, you know me. Oh, I do the dance and everything. It's great.
Name the Panda Express. I'm hungry again.
Oh, see, I can give or take the Panda Express because the Panda Express it's not as good down here.
We have a lot of mom and pop Chinese places around here, so Panda Express can't even compete with those places because they hook you up. Just curious, you have all the names for? Oh,
absolutely not.
Have you named your machines? No. I have not, but I put stickers on them, and I have no idea why it bothers people so much. I found a vintage Bel Air in my grandmother's house, so I put a bunch of Will Smith stickers on it. It's a video. It's out there. It's in my thing. People were like, "I don't know where you live. I will find you and take that." Like people were like, and of all sewing machines that was literally from my grandmother's house.
Yeah.
I was just shocked that I found a Bel Air just hanging out at her house.
So I understood where you guys were going with that. And I just had to go with William with the song. But no, it is not FPP at all. It is, you have to use your light box and then trace it. And then it's like an applique. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it's going to be amazing because I have other things that I'm going to do with this light box. Like I've been inspired so much by this last quilt show. I got stuff coming out of my ears. It's going to be great.
They sell light boxes in the kids section at Walmart.
I don't know how much I
really?
paid on Amazon for that. It was a late night purchase last night.
I happened to discover they're the light boxes, and I'm like, okay, so it's a quarter of the price for a kid's light box, which is the same, or go to the sewing site and it's 5 times as much.
Mm.
But they're in the
Terry
kids.
names. Terry names are machines. So, with a light box, could I make like House of Sewing loves tacos
Yeah.
t-shirts?
Yeah.
You just make
You could trace it out. Mm-hmm.
Have a great night, Mona. Thank you so much
Good
for
night,
stopping
Mona.
by.
Nah.
I will actually probably have a finished project. This is actually turning out way better than I thought it was. So I'll have that finished probably this evening.
I like it.
I like that pattern, that
I
material.
may or may not even add a collar. I don't put stickers on my machines, and I don't put bumper stickers on my.
I don't put bumper stickers on my car, but I do have stickers on my machine. I have
don't think
one so far.
I've ever put a bumper sticker on a car. I have to think about that.
I used to have a big blue and pink Band-Aid on the side of mine.
I love those stickers.
On the window, I have an ADK sticker, which is the Adirondack Park. Like that's where I'm from. So, and it helps me recognize which vehicle is mine when I'm coming back around.
I need to do that on the RAV4. Everybody on this planet, every other car is a black car that looks like that. I get lost driving that car. I do.
Yeah.
I won't even front.
So Arlie, I do not have the mat that you can cut on it with. I just got the cheaper version of it, knowing I just wanted a trace. That's all I wanted.
Amazon Prime is dangerous for me because when I see something next day, I'm like, oh, I like this. I'll order it.
Yeah, I could get in trouble later on in life with Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah, big time.
Mm-hmm.
At the MMA place, I walk up to the window because I don't walk in there because it smells like 3-day-old feet. It's a gym. So I walk up to the window and I see all the parents because there's like a seating section. It is so funny to see 3 or 4 people all on Amazon in the same room and they don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon is just, it's bad. I feel better when I see people on Amazon. I'm like, okay, they're hooked too.
Yeah. I'm always looking up something, or my kids are returning something. I'm very busy with Amazon. Mm-hmm.
I'm the same way, but I order practical things from Amazon, like socks. Like I order all kinds of crazy stuff that some of it's cheaper, you know.
It is, especially when it's like back to school time and they'll give me like a teacher discount on top of that. So I get all of my stuff at the beginning of the school year.
I ran into this thing one day. Where do you go buy dishes? Hey, Shalom.
Shalom. Come on in, Shalom.
Oh,
We see that lots of times. Come on. And don't say no to me.
really? Not allowed to say no.
No.
We used to go to like Robinson's Made to buy our dishes. Oh, someone's got it.
Not me.
Do you hear that?
Yeah. It's only when you talk.
It's not me, is it? No,
Hold on.
I don't have YouTube running, so I know it's not me.
Is it me?
I learned that lesson already.
So only when you talk is when it echoes.
Ah! Okay, it's gone.
Okay.
I bought the cutting mat for the light box.
Yes, I'll send you the link right now.
T-shirts.
I want to learn how to make underwear from old T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a video out? Do people do that?
Yes.
I have a ton of T-shirt material. Can I make T-shirt boxers?
Mm-hmm. Why not?
Yes.
I have
Why not?
I have so many questions now. That would be such an easy make. I would never make a video about that.
Oh yeah, because we don't need to see you in boxers. No. No.
You see my body every day. It's called dad bod. You see my body every day, everywhere, on every other dude.
Yeah.
Hey, yay!
There she is.
Hey, Shalom.
Hello.
How are you this evening?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I fell asleep. I'm sorry.
I
It's okay.
wish I could nap like you. I wish I could fall asleep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that I nap. I just wish that I could select the timing.
I get it. Oh.
Hmm.
There we go. Okay.
Well, you're awake.
Yes.
Amazing.
How's everybody doing?
I'm absolutely peachy. I mean, I'm like going to the country and gonna eat me a lot of peachy. Peaches, peachy.
Okay, presidents.
Did you know that peaches come from a can?
Brought here by a man in a factory downtown. If I had my little way,
I'd eat peaches every day.
I was bumping that yesterday. I've just discovered that I can bring my Bluetooth speaker in my car. It has changed my life. I'm not getting it from a certain trip.
Oh,
I didn't know that was new for you. Like, I thought you just normally did that.
No, it's because I paid, like, I have 2 cars that I have Sirius in. I thought I paid for both. I only paid for one. So I need to go back and pay for my car that I drive every day.
Yeah. Interesting.
So
I never drive mine. It sits in the driveway.
I drive both of my cars. Oh, actually, I own 4 cars and I only drive 2. I am that sad American who has 2 cars sitting in front of his house. Well, actually 4, and I only drive 2. Are people in Canada like that, Shalom?
I'm sorry, I was interrupted by children. Are people in Canada like what?
Do they hoard cars?
Amazing. Hoard cars. I mean,
So he has
the
4
amazing
cars.
parts.
Just
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. No, hoarding. So there are people who do. There are people who have that three cars buried by grass yes, in various parts of their yard, around the various parts of their
That's upstate New
abode.
York too.
Yeah, there are some people. But on average, no.
It's that dream of like, well, my one truck I'll never get rid of, but my other one, I don't know why I bought that truck. And so now I own 4 cars. And it's not rare. My the neighbor across the street owns 5 cars. The person next to him, I think, owns 6, but they rotate them. And there's somebody at the end of my block. He's newer. He has a bigger property, but I know for a fact, well, because I'm nosy and he just keeps the side gate open. The guy has at least 8 cars.
Yeah, I mean, there are people who do that. But
it's one of those, I don't know if it's like exclusive. The reason I asked is I didn't know if it was exclusively like an American thing. I've been all the way to Guatemala, and people don't hoard cars in Mexico like they do America.
Mm.
I know people who near Shalom that hoard. Ollie Papa knows people that live near Shalom that hoard cars.
5 cars.
Mm-hmm.
My neighbor has 5 cars and a mobile home, and she's the only driver. She has a much of my hoarding, I inherited a lot of my problems. But that's what happens with most hoarders. You start out with something, and then someone passes away, and then all of a sudden you're buried because you have all of the stuff all of a sudden. My husband restores classic cars. We have 2 in the garage, 4 in the driveway, and 2 in the backyard. That's awesome. See, you guys are making me feel better.
So my dad was like a mechanic back in the day. Well, a self-made mechanic. And so he would work on my cars, but he had a friend and they collected cars. But if you go back in the woods, it was just like that's where they would park them on this trail. So there was all of these just different kind of older Oldsmobiles, trucks, you name it. They were all back there. And like, it must have been like 30 cars. I thought I was going through a junkyard. That's what I would tell them. I was like, are we going through a junkyard? But a lot of people up north do that too. They just hoard everything because you never know when you need a piece of from something.
Absolutely.
I just like, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I told you about what we did to my truck when I totaled my truck. I went on one side, my pops went on the other with screwdrivers. We took off everything we could because the truck was totaled.
Yeah. So what kind of car did you want? You said you wanted a Ferrari at one time.
I would like both.
Both.
Is it a Lamborghini Diablo and a Ferrari Testarossa? 1989. Both.
1989.
And that's just because that was the year I was paying attention to them. So I wanted 89 on both of them.
See, I had to remember because we started talking about cars again. I was like, oh, he said something about cars the other day. Let me get on that.
1970 Dodge RT with the Hemi, a Hemi engine package, and I want the Challenger RT. It's got to be the RT. Yeah, 1970, please.
1970, okay.
Yeah, because if it comes with the Hemi package, it's a 426.
All right, Rita, do you have a car request too?
You're not going to find one.
That was my what was one. The other one is a 1970 Camaro. Yeah.
Okay. Any color that preferably?
The Camaro, I'd like it to be midnight blue.
Midnight blue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They make a 1964 and a half
Mustang
convertible.
Mm-hmm.
Candy apple red.
Ooh.
Mm. Good choice.
I'm on this. Because William's gonna buy it all.
But they're
if we're going Mustang, I want the excuse me. I would like the vanilla ice. I would like the vanilla ice 5.0 with the roll bar, 1991 for life. I want whatever Mustang. Whatever Mustang he had in the Ice Baby video, I want that Mustang.
Ice Baby, got it.
It's the rolling in my 5.0.
Okay.
No, I still wish I had my Barracuda. I love that car.
So if I find these vehicles, I'm just gonna start sending you guys just here. This is where you can buy them. Okay, they're not gonna just show up at your house. I'm not like that,
I've told this story a million times.
I'm a quilter.
I almost bought the Batmobile, but then I got there. It was the Batmobile, but then I looked at the engine and it was a Dodge. I wanted to cry because it was the Michael Keaton era.
Yeah.
And some days I'm mad that I didn't buy it, and other days I'm like, I'm so glad that I didn't buy that car because it would be in front of my house right now. Having a bat car is impractical when you just want to go get milk.
I could understand
and then the top slides up. You got to climb in the car. Some days I don't feel like climbing. Some days I don't feel like jumping in my car.
See, and you guys all want like older vintage cars, and I don't need that, but I already have my big my big car ready for like,
General Lee would have been a
my
cool
soccer
car.
mom car.
Schneider bought.
They have a ton of those around here. You can still buy General Lee's.
No, the original one they did in that movie. He's
Oh,
got
yeah.
Schneider has it.
Oh, wow.
Bought it himself.
Do you need a
That's
flash to
actually-
go in it? I have a flash.
There's a place in Texas that will recreate any car. You can get the Mystery Mobile. You can get the Ghostbusters station wagon.
I have one that lives down the street from me. No, thank you.
The GMC Yukon. That's
My
what I-
husband has a 68 Roadmaster that he drag races. Oh, wow.
amazing.
I guess I'm trying to think what's the next thing I should get into. Should it be cars? Woodworking? No, I'm kidding. All right.
Ooh, woodworking would be cool.
I actually do a lot of woodworking.
There is one more thing I want, and it's because it's Canadian. Okay.
Oh, I like
So
Canadian stuff.
These were only made in Canada.
Okay.
Right, but they look like a classic American truck. Okay, I want a 1955 Mercury truck.
Mercury truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you sure those were only made in Canada?
Yes, they were only made in Canada and only sold in Canada.
I'm
Only
shocked. I
made-
actually found what I was looking for in this room. I have to take this
Oh.
moment out. I am so shocked.
Everyone, a round of applause. Yay.
This has to be a house of sewing first.
Oh my word. The way that you just brought that dress form over, I thought somebody walked it over.
I was like a reaper because you didn't see my hand. It's just slowly coming.
And there wasn't a head because it's the way that it's cut.
He's moving.
You'll know. You'll know the day something crazy happens because I'm going to jump over my desk that way. I'm
Is there
gonna take a
color that you
dive.
prefer?
You'll know.
Are there
any
color that
colors?
well, the Mercury truck, I wouldn't mind in a nice like teal kind of color.
Got it.
So when you say teal, is it like Tijuana teal, 1970s teal, or like teal, like jewelry teal?
And hers.
I'll take Tijuana teal. Why not?
Heck yeah. Heck
Throw
yeah.
that in there. And
Heck
then if
yeah.
I had Tijuana teal, then maybe I could drive down to William's house and roll up and
Wow.
honk the horn and be like, "Take me to your guy."
Let's go. Oh man, you and they would kick us out of TJ. They would kick you and me out of TJ Shalom. We would have such a rip roaring time.
Mm.
And Rita too. Rita, when's the last time you've been to Tijuana?
Shoot. Several years ago. It's not the same anymore. I wouldn't go there. They don't have enough money to pay me to go there now.
They also, what's funny? I used to drive crazy too, and now I drive super slow and responsible. I do. I identify with this comment. I used to drive real slow. I used to drive real fast. Now I am responsible. My husband's pride and joy is his 69 Hertz Olds. He bought me a 55 Thunderbird. Well, he told me he bought it for me. Yay, Lori, great to see you.
Hi, Lori.
Was made in Canada around the corner. For me, I think that's amazing. I love stuff like that.
We did have specialty Mercuries. It was pretty fun.
That's awesome.
Because they're in middle range. They're not like the average range, and they're not luxury, but they're halfway in between. So they're slightly elevated. The interiors of those Mercury trucks is absolutely to die for. It's so beautiful.
My truck has one purpose: point A to point B and back, and pull that 27,000-pound fifth wheel. That's it. That's its purpose.
Huh.
I get that.
Oh, I can tell. I just love lining this ribbon up.
And you too.
How wide is that ribbon?
let's look at the spool. So
It's
I'm
like
not telling
1.5
fishing
or
stories.
2. That's what I should figure out.
It's 1.5.
1.5.
Really? Looks
You
what?
know, womanizer. If you tried that, the reality of it is
His hands are big,
it's
so it's always
unfortunate.
smaller.
Everyone says that. No, hold on. Everyone says that. If you annex Canada, it's a big California. Y'all don't even like California.
Well, not only
So
that, but
imagine.
like we have 13 provinces and territories at the current time.
Yeah.
And if we divided them up like the same way that states are, the like there'd be so many problems for you, because suddenly you'd have 48 new states that require senators and voters in the House of Representatives, and you'd be in big trouble. Suddenly
I just want to hang out with Doug Ford, the now Doug Ford.
Yeah, not the then Doug Ford, because his brother was a bad influence.
Doug Ford's famous where I'm from because he's a partier. But that's old school politics from back in the day.
Yeah. His brother used to be the politician, and then when he died, Doug stepped up, and yeah.
Lori, I like that song. I could sing that one for you too.
I can't believe I found this ribbon. As disorganized as I am, I actually found something I was looking for. But while cleaning, I took all the ribbon and everything I found and tried to put it together. So I had a general idea where it was.
Yep, Lori, I'm crazy but a Mercury.
Mercury and cruising up and down the road.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
For as much as I don't know, I'm weird. Like, I'm not a car guy, so as long as it takes me from A to B and I have enough room for my crazy habits, I really do not judge.
Yep.
I'm too big for a Porsche, and I'm 5'9". So anyone who has Porsche dreams, if you're taller than me, wrong car for you.
Even when I got into, like, we were doing Subarus at one time, we were test driving those, and even like the Forester, just the way that how high you sit up in it, like I was almost skimming the roof, and so I felt like, wow, I'm 5'7", and I couldn't get the seat low enough that I could actually still see over the steering wheel. So we knew those were out, but I ended up getting an Outback.
Sitting in the RAV4 with my cowboy hat on, if the seat's not all the way in the back, my hat is hitting the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Or just say the roof.
The roof.
Don't you know?
Yeah. Me too, Ali, because when I was a kid, my best friend's dad had a racing team, and it was like jalopies and these, demolition derby and all that kind of stuff. And so he always had another car in the driveway, and I just fell in love with muscle cars.
Now that I think about it, Washington, Oregon, and California would love to join Canada.
Yeah, that's actually been proposed as
we are we have the same. Well, Canada, like California and the West Coast of Canada, have the same laws almost.
Yeah, very, very similar. Yeah, we'd be fine. We'd get along. But we also want Minnesota and Maine.
And for the record, this is all just people having fun. Disclaimer, live your life in peace. We're not coming for any country. I believe in sovereignty. Live your life. I am not coming for anyone's country.
We're totally having fun. It's just we're being silly. I'm just adding extra states to my wish list.
Just hanging out, that's all. Rob Ford's a legend where I'm from. He is a legend. I'm very much a car guy. I guess I don't know. It's one of those weird things. I'm still glad I didn't buy the Bat car. My son-in-law is 6'2" and drives a Cooper Country. Wow. I don't know if I could drive a Mini Cooper.
Mm. That's not a car.
Dude, wow.
The old ones, you totally could. The old ones are, like they just there's oddly a large amount of headroom in them.
That's
That's
what I need. I need
Oh.
room because I wear big hats. So I need headroom
Mhm.
where I could go like this with my big hat on.
Those coupes are like driving a little Metropolitan. No.
What about would you ever drive a smart car?
If I had to, if it was going to save someone's life, how's that?
If it was the last vehicle, maybe.
With a stick. Yeah.
Wow, this turned into a game show real quick. I'm talking about just getting in one. Would you drive like from where you live to Seattle in a smart car?
Me?
Yes. Would you go 3,000 or anyone? Would you guys? And where Rita lives, it's far. Where I live, it's far to Seattle. It's
As long
that
as I
way,
had
way
heated
that
seats, I could do it. And I can get over a couple mountain ranges.
way. In a smart car.
Do you think it could get over a couple mountain ranges? Because I got to go through the Appalachians and the Rockies.
Would make it.
You know, when you drive into Oregon, the mountains are so big. You're driving like this.
Mhm.
Yeah, like could a smart car do it?
There was one time I had a 1983 Ford Ranger. My truck almost didn't make it through the pass. Almost.
Well, Ollie, I'm going to come pick you up, and then you can drive, and then we'll just go on a car trip together.
I love my
You
dog.
can drive, but I need heated seats. Do they come with heated seats?
Probably. I don't know. No, smart cars are jam packed, and they're roll cages with wheels. They are supposedly the most protected car on the road.
Okay, I'll bring my
I've looked at
quilt.
the specs.
and
They're
the
made
heated
like a
seat, and I'll
NASCAR.
be fine.
They're made like a NASCAR roll cage.
Okay.
The Countryman is a little bit bigger than the Mini. My neighbor used to have two. He had a Mini and a Countryman. I think I know the size of it. I would drive a smart car. Terry says no. I heard that one.
No.
Yeah. So how many people know how to drive stick shift around here? That's a good question.
I can't, even if I wanted to, and everything, I can't because my left foot is useless. So I have to drive on automatic.
I really wish that I could find a stick shift so I could teach my daughter, because you never know if they get stuck in a jam and that's the only vehicle left.
Yep.
Would they be able to get where they needed to go? Probably
Will
not.
she survive the zombie apocalypse?
I was thinking the same thing, Shalom, because that's the only way these kids would get near a stick
Dude,
shift.
they can't even read cursive. So I have my doubts.
Ollie.
I would want a special smart car.
No.
Oh, they do have heated seats. There you go.
Thanks. Good job.
Yes, the car
Okay,
survived
I
the drive.
Don't. We're kidding.
But seriously, Terry, someone, my son, long time ago, one of his teachers had a smart car, and I asked her. I said, "How do you drive that thing?" And she told me, she look up the specs. It is made like a NASCAR roll cage. That thing is just metal on metal. It's protected, but it's this big. It's literally.
Ollie, I just like to be wrapped up in a blanket sometimes when I'm riding. Just FYI.
to go on the roof
He doesn't
rack.
need a roof rack. It's going to be on me.
You need a blanket with a seatbelt hole.
You just invented something. Patent pending. Shalom Enterprises has just invented something.
All right, I'm 213. I'm going on it. 230. All right.
Oh, you're laughing. That is gold right there. Put a seam on that, sew it, sell it. Let's go. Patent pending. Yay. Pink hand waving.
She's not the green hand right now. Just the pink.
I could drive. Most people see, but that's almost an age test.
It is. I mean, we're all at a certain age too, because I mean, if we brought in some teenagers or some 20-year-olds, could they do it?
No way. I don't think. No way. Even like my son, who grew up around a tractor with 16 gears, I don't think he'd be able to drive a stick
No.
shift. We just don't. And I'm one of them. We just don't teach people that because now it's too easy just to get in a car and drive.
Mm-hmm.
Laura can.
Yeah.
So Terry, Womanizer, Ollie, we are all
Another Dyna Bentley. So, fun fact, in Pasadena, California, they have a Bentley dealership. And once every 2 years, I go in there and sit in a Phantom. I make sure I wash my hands. I wear brand new shoes.
You get all classy now.
Oh my god! I had a friend who used to come with me, and we used to test drive all the fancy cars. We used to get dressed up. We went to the Value Village, and we bought the fanciest clothes we could find, and then we went test driving Porsches.
Those are like sitting on the floor, on the ground. No.
Okay.
I actually have driven a Bentley or two in my day. and that day when I have $150,000 to waste, I will buy a Phantom. Oh, I want one so bad. Oh, but
if
I don't. Go ahead.
My $150,000 waste car would be a '63 Corvette for sure. With the split window. Yeah.
It's just they're luxurious. It's just the definition of luxury.
Yeah.
And those cars come with ashtrays.
And cigarette lighters.
Yeah, exactly. Like I learned this because I would take all of my father's fancy hand-me-down cars, and like Jaguars and Mitsubishi Monteros, they came with ashtrays in the modern era. They're still putting ashtrays in Jaguars. They're still putting ashtrays in like the top of the line Montero. I don't even know if they make that anymore. I had a gas station they came into.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't chase the bad people anymore because my car ran out of electricity.
A while back here, we were giving cops smart cars for some tours. We call it cop in a box. Oh, no. They couldn't do that here. We would just be laughing. We'd all go to jail for laughing at them. Oh, no. You know what we had here, which I felt so bad for, which proved that humans are not ready for? California was a test site for robots. 7-Eleven robots and stuff.
Huh.
We were not ready as humans as far as California. We're not ready.
Ooh, and look, my smoke shows arrived.
And the worst part about it, hey, Zodi, the worst part about it is that people were putting themselves on YouTube, destroying these robots. So they proved that Californians cannot hang, and they were putting these in good neighborhoods, bad neighborhoods, indifferent, and no one could handle having a robot.
So what were these robots used for?
Grocery stores, mainly 7-Elevens, and they'd have names and they'd talk to you. People would rip open the lid and take the stuff and walk away. Because
at the universities around here, they use them to go to dorms and things like that. They deliver food and everything.
Yep. I'm so glad it works there. We can't have nice stuff in Southern California.
That's interesting.
It was bad. I think Ventura is like one of the last places where you still see them, but they took them all out. 7-Eleven spent millions.
I can't remember. It's like a Vietnamese restaurant or something, a Seoul restaurant. But that's who sits you at the table. Like you follow the robot. You follow the robot.
Oh, I'm not ready for that world.
No.
I laughed the first time I saw it, and it's right in Raleigh, and so we went in there, and and they greeted us and said, how many? And brought us to our table.
I want a robot waiter. I want to try it.
I was like, oh no, we have Rosie already from the Jetsons.
Oh my gosh, yes, I need that in my life.
My
Not, like not
Walmart,
every time, just once in a while.
Yeah.
Need to go and hang out with a robot.
my
Absolutely.
Walmart has a Walmart that randomly roams and buffs the floor,
And it has eyeballs.
and it
Yeah,
has
there's
a
no one
name,
on it.
and it comes with a name tag too. The
Yeah.
first time I saw it, I took a picture, but now I walk right past it like it doesn't even exist.
It
No.
freaked me out the first time I saw it. I'm like, there's no one on this thing. But
No.
yeah.
Just do what everyone does. Do you know what? I'm going to tell the Cat Williams jokes. Chrysler 300 looks good until you see a Phantom pull up next to it. And then you're like, oh man, I should have got the. It's just a
Yeah.
weird, you know what it is? A long time ago, like 20 something years ago, I walked in there and they ignored me. And so I kept coming back. And so I've test driven a few Bentleys. And then it just became an annual thing.
Oh, they're like, oh, here's comes that cowboy again.
Well, one time they ran my credit. And so
Mhm.
now they're like, yo, you can, I would never buy one though. Like I said, when I have a spare $150,000, I'll buy one. But until then, imagine the poor cop that got, imagine the poor cop that got that car. They usually get posted and weren't patrol cars, but still, oh my gosh, they would be so ridiculed here. They would be so ridiculed.
Be left out of California.
Well, we have a law where we can legally talk trash to the police here. It's protected under freedom of speech. So as long as you say the words, I think you're allowed to say anything. At least in my state. Because in other states you can't do that. So don't follow my bad advice. But in California, if you say the words, in my opinion, or I think, you can tell someone they smell like cheese. I just want a cooked meal to spit out of the wall, never cook again. Hey,
like the Star Trek, the replicator.
Replicator.
I would love a replicator.
Mm.
And in Star Trek, they just don't replicate food; they replicate everything. That's why it's a post scarcity society in Star Trek.
Stargate, they do that too.
In Stargate,
Yeah, they have replicators.
I'm not sure if all the areas have Waymans. They're driverless cars. What are those called? Waymos. Is that what we saw? Was that what we saw in Vegas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Around.
Yeah, no, they were ZOZOS or something like that. Like that was the.
Not ready for that. I'm not ready for this future. I'm not ready. I'm gonna be like
Yeah.
Will Smith and iRobot. I am not ready.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're weird.
Womanizer, you better save 50,000 of that for gas if you're driving V8 these days.
I don't know if you would buy 3 or 4 Toyota V800. That is true, though. Who knows the hardest thing about being an adult is figuring out what to make every freaking meal. I'm not kidding you, Candace. I had a meltdown about a year or two ago, and my son cooks dinner. I agree. Every night. And I could eat the same thing all the time, but most people, I'll get a mutiny on my hands if I make the same thing every day.
I'm just going to make myself a headband with the words spaghetti printed on it and just be sitting here at my computer. And then when my oldest daughter comes home from school and she opens my bedroom door without knocking and sticks her head into my room and asks, do you have any dinner plans? I will just point to my spaghetti headband and maybe she'll stop asking me.
Once again, Shalom has invented something here in the House of Sewing. Patent pending. If you take the spaghetti headband, I will sue you. I like that idea. You don't know that spot you hit when you said without knocking. That is my son. He has learned, though. He has learned in my bedroom to he has learned to knock.
No, I mean, I think I would have to start walking around naked for them to actually begin to knock. So maybe this summer I will train them.
I'm telling you this. I'm telling you, my son, like, that's the only way.
I have had to sleep with clothes on every day since having children.
When
And
when my son was a little guy, he would even open the door when I was taking a shower. And even if he tried to sneak in there, I take volcano hot showers. So if you open that door, I can instantly feel the cold air rolling in from the hallway.
Yep.
Instantly. Oh man, triggered. I am triggered. It's been a long time though. He lets me live in peace now. My son, I thank you. He lets me live in peace.
Harry, I'm still packing lunches because it's people brown bag it where we live, but now the schools don't allow you to throw your garbage away at school from your lunches. So anything
What?
that you pack to school, you have to pack home. Yeah.
No.
Yep. They're trying to make people, it's just a way to make people start thinking about what they're putting in lunches as far as packaging goes, especially single-use plastics and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an environmentally conscious thing, but it's annoying.
Fun fact, it's the same way in elementary schools in California.
Interesting.
Yeah. Schools don't have like cafeterias really. They do have hot lunch programs for anyone who, like if people can afford it, they have to pay for it. If they can't afford it, then the school will provide it for free. And if you have a kid like mine who takes a lunch to school and still wants the school lunch, they just let my kid have the school lunch.
Yeah.
And then she brings it home and she eats her lunch at home at 3:00.
Oh, you're bringing back such good memories. My son was the same way when he found out they served pizza at the school.
Mm-hmm.
And on the menu, like you could pick what day you want to eat it. He put pizza every day. They must have had killer pizza. Oh, that was all pre-plague.
Yeah, I would say 80% of the kids at my school bring their own lunches. And then we tag with the county because we don't have a cafeteria. So we'll go to another school in the county and actually pick up hot lunches and bring them back to our school for those kids that buy lunches.
Crazy.
And so we tag with a school that has a 90% like poverty rate.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that they get free lunches on top of that. So it's crazy.
Oh wow.
Holy
Mine's are grown, but I remember it as well. Went to work and so I kind of miss packing a lunch for my kid. I look at him all the time. I'm like, wow, you grew up. I'm still trying to figure out paper straws. They're meant to reduce plastic waste. Okay, as a professional, as a paper straw professional, I don't get them either. They've been in my state forever. I get frustrated when I see a paper straw because they disintegrate while you're drinking them.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
have never seen a paper straw in plastic container though, like or in plastic wrapper.
They're in paper here. That's how you know you're getting a paper straw most of the time because they're wrapped in paper.
Yep.
Oh man, I used to love it when we used to get plastic straws wrapped in paper because then you just take off the end of the paper and then you blow in it and you just shoot somebody in the eye. That was the best.
$120 a month. Man, that's a lot of money at the end of the year.
That's too much money for no.
Well, it's up to like $5 a meal right now, and that covers lunch and breakfast at our schools. It's like $5 a day.
School lunches, when I was a kid, school lunches were amazing. They were real food. They were like, we would get turkey and gravy, and the gravy was actual gravy. Like, we had real food when I was a kid.
Yeah.
My kids have real food now because, well, I mean, for one thing, I make it, But there's actually judgment going on at the school if you are the kid that brings crap to school. Like there's actual judgment about it. They want to see you bringing a healthy lunch, and the other kids will judge you if you don't bring a healthy lunch.
I got told by the school when my son was younger that I packed too many snacks. Because I'd send him like with a Cheez-It thing and a Chips Ahoy, and like he wouldn't know. My son was such a picky eater. I was like, take what you want.
Yeah.
Take what you want. He was obsessed with trail mix. So every day I would freaking put trail mix in a bag, and they would tell me you're giving him too many snacks.
No.
Yeah.
That is no. If that is what
say that about.
If that is what he eats, that is what you give them. You're making sure your kid gets fed the way your kid is going to eat. Like if you just sent your kid a freaking salad, he'd come home with a salad.
And they were like, and he really wasn't into bread back then. So I would literally get a bunch of meat in a flour and I'd put it in a container and I'm like, here's a bunch of ham, and he'd eat his ham, you know?
Yeah. That's exactly it.
See, those no.
Oh yeah. The teachers, they would get on me. I think it's because they were more like, oh, you give this kid whatever he wants. It's like he wasn't eating. So yes. I was first time parent. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, oh, you like it here.
You did it perfect. No, those teachers have a problem.
I live in a bougie area. I do not reflect my area. My area it's like Scottsdale. I know Rita's like triggered. My area is bougie. Even though Scottsdale is not bougie anymore, apparently.
They call it Snobsdale. Not Snobsdale.
My town's like that. Very much. People are shocked. Someone will ask me, where are you from? And I always say, you're standing on it. That's another one of my dad jokes. Do not ask me an obvious question in my hometown.
So they don't allow sodas at my kids' schools. You're not allowed to bring them to school.
So, fun fact, in 1990, cough, my high school had Taco Bell double-decker tacos. They had Pizza Hut mini pizzas. You know, like the 4 baby little slices. They had burritos. Like we had sodas, and all of that stuff is illegal now.
Yep. They would not allow that. And even like there are no sugar products in any of the vending machines in the schools, not elementary school, not high school, nothing like that.
So I'm for soda at school. I really am. Because kids that don't have medication, some of them, they need that little caffeine hit that has, so the parents, I go, just give them a mini. And so they'll drink a mini during lunch, and then they're golden for the rest of the day. They just need that little hit. For my ADHD kids. So
they should put coffee makers in there for kids like myself.
I would totally give them coffee, but I'm not gonna do all that. But they don't bring it every day. It's just something like once or twice a week that they'll bring it to school. But I'm for it.
I want to go back in time and go to your high school. I just want to go into the lunch line.
We have the same. And I'm even in high school. I was too busy trying to be cool, but like they made real food. And even in my high school, you had real food. Like, and I always talk about that, like that potluck dinner spaghetti. I love that stuff. And they'd make it at my high school. That's super soft. I don't even know how you do that. Do you get like 20 pounds of spaghetti? You start with 20 pounds of noodles? Like, I don't know how you do that without destroying the spaghetti.
We'll teach you.
I have no idea.
The pasta longer though.
You're just cooking it. You make it and you just leave it in the crock pot and you just continuously cook it and it just softens up and makes that yummy goodness that you enjoy.
Oh
no, I think my mother would roll over in her grave. Well, no, she's not. No, maybe my grandmother. Okay, because my mom doesn't have a grave.
Yeah.
I used to go. My pops was part of this organization called the Lost Patrol, and it was just a bunch of Vietnam vets, and they would go to Vietnam and bring people back. But really, they eventually turned into a MC. But like once a month, they'd have these potlucks. I miss that spaghetti.
Mm,
Oh,
yeah.
those Vietnam vets could make some spaghetti. I have these weird memories as a child, and they would all smoke in the room. This was the 80s. So I'd be sitting in a room like eating spaghetti, and you could look up and see the smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, the good
Yeah.
old days.
Yeah, the good old days when the kids had to crawl on the floor to get any kind of oxygen.
You know, I always laugh. My parents were really strict, but they'd also smoke with the windows up. They would like. We always sat in the smoking section at restaurants.
Hmm.
It was nothing but snacks, cakes, and ice cream. Oh,
Oh, Nutter Butters. That's all I can think of right now.
spaghetti came in cans.
No.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
Gross.
Even
Yep.
when I
Yeah.
played sports in high school, like before games, they'd have these giant potlucks. And you know, it was just carbon you up. So it was
Yep.
bread, spaghetti, salad, you know.
It was cheap. You can make a lot of it in a short amount of time. And you're feeding what were you, is this when you played football?
Yes.
Okay. And they're feeding football players. So yeah.
Yeah, teenage boys who have two hollow legs.
Yes.
But because of them, I still to this day, I love vegetarian lasagna. I said it. And I didn't even know it existed until I was in high school because I'm from meat eaters.
Yeah.
My mom never made that. I love vegetarian lasagna.
Mhm.
And I discovered it in high school.
I haven't had that in years.
Neither
Oh,
have I. I saw it the other day. I make macaroni and cheese from scratch, but every once in a while I will fall victim at the grocery store, and I almost bought a lasagna, but I bought macaroni and cheese instead.
I love macaroni and cheese. It's good.
I'm addicted, but my problem is I try not to play it out. It's because I'll eat too much of the same thing. Are you like that, Rita?
No, I have to have different all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I cook something large, I'll continue to eat it till I'm sick of that item.
I made
I'm
homemade mac and cheese
probably-
yesterday, and it is. I can only eat it every once, like maybe at the very most once a month, because I put an entire giant block of cheese in mine,
Oh, that sounds so good.
and that does terrible things to my digestive system. But it
Hey.
tastes good. It tastes so good.
Because of my lung issues, I'm not supposed to eat cheese. I eat pizza like a ninja turtle. I'm not supposed to eat dairy. You should see what I put in my coffee. I'm not like there's all kinds of stuff. Twin sees me like itching for no reason. That's because if you see me doing this, I ate something I shouldn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
To me, I was eating something, and it's like, oh my god, it's itchy. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I
Because
know.
asthma is an autoimmune disorder. And if you have asthma, you got something else too.
I have severe bronchial asthma.
I was born with my lung condition, with my asthma, so I truly do not know any better than the condition I'm in right now.
Yep.
Lovecraft dinner, mac and cheese. I love that stuff. I know Twinny McTwin is a purist, and you actually eat real food.
Yeah, but that Kraft mac and cheese.
I make everything. Yeah. Yeah. We don't. Mm-mm. Now, when the kids were little, it was easy. I just pop open a box. I just tell them 3 minutes in the microwave, whatever, stir in the cheese. I was a bad mom at the beginning.
No, my son
was
was
easy.
hooked. That's all my
easy.
son would eat.
Live, Linda, but yeah, I've been on here.
And it was 33 cents a box.
Hold
I
on,
was just so excited.
Sorry, Rita, Linda is very happy to meet you.
Yay.
And in case you haven't noticed, Rita always has the prettiest nails ever.
Does.
Always. Yes. Look at those. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And I am blind, but I do my own nails. I won't tell you how I do it. I have a big magnifying glass over here. I
Uh-huh.
mounted to a basket, and it allows me to.
Oh, we got to get you one of my. I've got one on my desk. It's a lamp. It's a ring lamp with a magnifying glass in the middle, and it clamps to my desk. It's so great.
I can't do the ring because it puts a shadow.
Yeah.
But you can adjust the light. Like there's all these buttons all over it, and you can adjust the intensity, the brightness, the color. You can change the color of the dang light. It's pretty amazing.
No, this one's clamped. It's I think 2000 magnifier.
Yeah.
Because those jewels on there, the size of a pencil lead. They're tiny.
I'm so excited. You know what? I want to thank you, Twin Coach, for
Twin?
telling me for asking me to finish this because it's actually coming together.
Oh, that orange is so perfect. It matches perfectly.
And
I think I'm going to have to come take that jacket away. Or at least come model it. I'll come model and wear it. I was like, hey.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you were there when this was purchased.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, let's all show up at William's house. We'll all get assigned an outfit and we'll do a fashion show and he'll make a video of this House of Sewing fashion show.
Hey, it's summer. I'll make spaghetti. I'll make mushy spaghetti. Come on over.
No.
It's summer.
On my leg.
Instead. Like, yeah.
Well, if you're
Fish
feeling
or chicken. Protein.
we can do both actually. At my house right now, I have both.
No. Shalom, do you like a seafood boil?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Zodi
Okay,
and I were
William,
just
we're doing
talking about
seafood
this.
boil.
Yeah.
Rita, do you like seafood boil?
I can't eat seafood anymore.
Okay. He can cook you chicken or steak or potatoes or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Without the peanut butter and without the bread, sure.
Okay, jelly. I'll bring jelly for you.
You know, don't feel bad.
Jelly.
I can't eat peanut butter like I used to. I haven't had a PB&J in years, and I weep every once in a while. I weep.
I keep saying that I'm going to bring pineapple preserves with me, so that's what I'll bring. I'll bring pineapple jelly, and then you can have it.
I have never had that. Bring it.
I will.
Bring it.
Yep. I will.
And I'll make something with blackberries from my yard.
Chocolate candy. We're done.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
I know someone that makes marmalade every year, so I've had pineapple everything. Pineapple's amazing when it's jammed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My favorite marmalade is I want to say the French word pamplemousse. Grapefruit. Go ahead, Rita. Sorry, I think everybody keeps cutting Rita off.
Sorry.
Is candied apples.
Candied apples.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Those are good.
Most people don't know how to make them, and they're easy.
Do you always put caramel on yours?
No, I don't like the taste of it.
Okay.
I like sour.
Mm-hmm.
Caramel, and it turns them sweet. I like sour.
Do you know, after every stream, I walk in my kitchen, I make pancakes, I'll eat something sweet, I eat ice cream. I go off after these conversations. Because I'm craving everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm craving mac and cheese. I think I'm going to go make some of that.
Okay, but let me ask you, would you eat like craft, instant macaroni out of the box, or do you make it like with elbow macaroni and actual cheese?
Actual cheese and macaroni with elbow macaroni.
I just couldn't see you popping out a box of Kraft just out of your. I just don't see you doing that.
No. No.
For me, it's camping food. Like it when you're camping, you have to have it. You know what I mean? Like, but the rest of the time, I don't eat it either.
Have to have no.
I don't know what it is about. I have to have KD when I'm camping.
The only reason I asked that is because of all things on earth, of all brands, for some reason, there is an ingredient in Kraft's macaroni. It's the same ingredient that they use in jet fuel and lube.
And it tastes nasty.
But it's a certain chemical. But I ate that. Like anything my son would eat, I would eat just to make sure it wasn't gross or, and I also was gaining weight at the time. But like, you don't taste it in it, but it's just made with weird ingredients.
I have a question. So did you have to eat jet fuel and lube as a research project? Otherwise, how do you know what jet fuel and lube taste like?
Like,
Come hang out. I'll give you the greatest weekend of your life.
Oh boy. Okay.
Never challenge me. We'll go hang out at the airport.
what they smell like.
No, I saw it on television and I did my Google foo, and there's just certain ingredients that are the exact same.
Yep.
Chemically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, like the air I breathe, people from the country would get ill if they lived where I live. Like smog literally washes over the hill.
Yeah.
Like when I lived in the Pacific Northwest, I didn't get sick one time. When I lived in Arizona, I didn't get sick one time because the air is pure compared to where I live. But I'm just used to it because I live in Gotham City.
City.
Interesting, Terry.
I don't even want to say who I got it from because he ran for office in Pennsylvania, and we came to find out that he wasn't even from there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a show I used to watch in my soccer mom days. Okay, I got it from Dr. Oz. Judge me. And Dr. Oz proved that the same stuff that Kraft macaroni and cheese is made from is the lube and jet fuel.
Hey, one thing I'll give Dr. Oz credit for was he was the one that introduced me to avocado toast many, many years ago.
Can I just say really quickly, I love your Pamerals.
Oh, thanks. They are cute.
Like we just landed on you look like we just landed on a planet where everybody's happy.
It's like
Planet Happy.
Well, absolutely. Welcome to Planet Happy. We're all wearing Pamerals. Look at that.
And look at her. The colors in her Pamerals are in your jacket that you're
They're
making
so
right
cute.
now. And that jacket would look so perfect with those Pamerals.
Which jacket?
The one he's working on right now, because there's teal and orange. Just saying. Look at that. See? Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite? Go ahead. I'm just kidding.
That mailing list is getting huge between the green jacket and this. It's funny. You like teal because that other jacket is kind of tealish.
There could be a possible correlation between I have teal on these. The globe.
Your Pamerals are amazing. Those are just absolutely.
They are the most comfy things ever. I cannot wait to wear these to school and show them off.
Oh, yes.
I am going to wear them once a week until the end of the school year.
I feel like Pamerals should be a requirement for all fourth grade teachers or just teachers in general.
A what?
Pamerals should be a requirement.
Yeah. Well, aren't you going to make me a pair too?
Yes, but I'm gonna pull my dusty overalls out and show you the ones I've made. Oh, that reminds me. That's why 3 hours ago I was gonna show you a short and then forgot because we started talking.
It's okay. But yes, I would love to, compare and contrast, difference between your sewing and Pam's sewing and all that good stuff. Because you should see the inseam. Oh my word! When she serged this, it was with rainbow thread. It's so cute.
Pam is in the major leagues. I'm still in the minors pitching for the Lancaster Jayhawks. Pam is pitching for the Toronto Blue Jays.
I'm telling you, I am going to take pictures with this. I'm going to go in my front yard. I got things blooming in there.
You gotta do one in the hallway, one in the front yard.
Oh, dancing in the hallway?
Yeah. Dance in the hallway. Play some James Brown.
For the record, it is always a time for a hallway fashion show. That's what I tell myself. Oh, let's go. Hallway fashion show right now. Get the camera. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hallways are catwalks.
I'll start at the end of the hallway and just walk towards the camera.
The world is your stage, and the hallway is your runway.
I'll send you some Shalom Harlow videos so you can study the walk.
I do. I know exactly, because it's like the hips, and you got to the feet. Just
Oh, here we go. I've made quite a few pairs of overalls.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm looking for mine. So 2 jackets, pair of overalls.
Okay.
What else do I want?
Okay, I don't know if you're ready for this one.
We're always ready.
Okay.
I've already got your song picked out, Jess.
Okay.
Oh, I love that one's not.
Look how young he looks.
Oh, the echo's back. You know what it is? It's when I shave.
I know.
When I shave, it takes me back years. Because I was also I was thinner. A little thin, more thin. Okay. So look how proud I was of my overalls. I mess up the front and I end up looking like a quail, but I'm so proud of my clothes.
Yep. Santana's good.
You saw the fat comment?
I've made better ones though. Let's go back. That was like some of the original things I made were overalls because I truly did not know what to make. So I just started sewing.
So those are available to be sent, right?
I've made everything with that material.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you could possibly think of, I have made with what I call the Santee Alley fabric. See, there's another one. I have made everything with this fabric.
Oh, there's the hurricane jacket.
Yeah.
There's the famous hurricane jacket.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was my first time going to the bins. This was my first attempt at Spance right here. And it actually came out really well. Oh,
I love that you're a long sock guy. I'm a long sock girl.
Oh,
I do love a long
show
sock.
leg.
I can't live without long socks. I dress like it is 1879. I'm all about long socks. Oh, where is it though? One of these in here is. Gosh, oh, here we go. These are floral. You can tell I didn't know what I was doing because the arms are really puffy on this. But right there exposes it. You see, I made it too big in the middle.
Oh, you had to accommodate.
That was before I am the lovely size that I am now. That was probably 30 pounds ago. I bet they still fit though.
I think you should go try them on.
I'm gonna find them. Like, I am so inspired. You putting on the Pamerals has so inspired me.
Oh,
and yes,
the one with the pockets on the inside.
And for anyone wondering, I am real life Slewfoot. I love you and I see you. If you stand like this, I do too. It is okay. I grew up riding horses. I just stand funny. It's okay. There they are. So I made the pockets funny. I made the pockets on the inside, so it looks like I'm playing pocket pool. I love these. I absolutely love these. Look how non-gray my beard was. That was when it was kind of salt and pepper. I am all salt now. Oh, look at this. I loved this combination of the jacket and the oh, I love those overalls. See, I didn't know what I was doing, so I look like I'm about to go fishing.
Oh, waiters.
I look like I'm like in the middle. I didn't know what I was doing, but I still love these. I worked hard on these.
Hip waders.
This was years ago. This was like 4 or 5 years ago.
No.
I love those ones though.
I like those. Those are nice.
So I have made my fair share of overalls over the years. I think it's time. I actually have a failed pair of denim that I did the same thing. I just made them too big in the middle and I gave up. They're done. I just gave up on them. I guess I do have a fabric pile of like the phantom projects that never saw the light of day.
Mm-hmm. Well, we should present these in like maybe a video of some sort. Go, you know what? They just didn't make the cut. They failed in the House of Sewing or the House of Tweed.
When I did make a video called The Art of Failure, and that was one of the first times I got like thousands of views because people just clicked on the video because of the title, you know.
Yeah.
Oh man, now I know I have to focus.
You're getting it done tonight. You will get that jacket done tonight.
The only thing that's going to take the longest is finding the rest of this material and just wrapping the bottom. It's basically done. It's basically
back by it's on the chair back there.
I guarantee you it's somewhere close.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Well, no.
I'm going to say it's behind the jean jacket. You put it back there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is. It's somewhere in here. I'll find it. But we have gone around Jupiter twice this evening.
Good grief.
Rita, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. Is there any videos that you're going to be putting out or anything that you'd like to tell the people?
As soon as I finish that table runner.
Awesome. I love your table runner.
I don't want to do the video because you can't tell what it is other than it looks like fan blades, and that's not what it is.
But as a rookie, I love when you make videos because I'm like this. Taking notes. I'm like, watch it. I'm serious. I watch all your videos, and you post late, and I never sleep. So I watch your video.
I post when I knew it's not going to interfere with somebody else's life. That's
do it anyway.
Don't worry about that, girl. Just
don't worry about us. Don't worry about us. Just post it. Especially a video. You don't have to worry about it. Just post it.
Yeah. Schedule it 9 o'clock the next morning, whatever you got to do. But yeah.
Thank you so much for hanging out. And when I say goodbye, you can still hang out because when I click off, we can still talk. So you were you were always invited to hang out with us, Rita. I absolutely love when you come on and hang out with us. Shalom. Is there anything you'd like to tell the people?
I think we have to have a Pamerol off.
Oh, absolutely.
I saw a text message come through.
Mm-mm.
Let's see
I am ready for the Pam rolls. I'm going to run out of this room and see if I still fit in my old overalls.
That's funny.
Oh, what's the name of your channel, Rita?
Are you kidding? Crystal Dragon something.
Hold on, let me look. What's
Crystal Dragon House of Sewing, I think.
Crystal Dragon Rita House of Creations?
That's pretty sad when I can't even remember the name of it.
I'm like that too. With a lot of things. Shalom, thank you so much for hanging out tonight.
Oh, it was my pleasure once I actually showed up.
We absolutely love it when you come and hang out.
I love being here with you guys.
Oh, you guys are great. This is amazing. This is fun.
I just posted Rita's channel.
Oh, thank you.
Pleasure. You guys go over there, subscribe, love on her. See all the great stuff that's going on.
I think it's important for people who love sewing to come together in a non-political way and to have fun. So that's what I'm here for. Twinny McTwin from the Twin Planets. Do you have anything that you'd like to shill or share?
Well, I have a couple things. Is it me? I'm not even.
Yes.
That's so weird.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. Okay, what about now? I don't have anything on besides my computer.
Now,
Okay. Anywho, we're just gonna get through this. But the Civil War block, I'm working on that, and so I'm gonna start putting that together for everyone. And then I'm gonna get my long arm out tomorrow. We're gonna play with her. So I'm gonna try to videotape a little bit of long arm action.
oh,
So,
wow.
yeah.
Awesome.
And then figure out how to fly to California to grab all the stuff that apparently is now mine.
I will have it at the airport ready for you when you arrive.
Good.
He'll be the one in the U-Haul.
Runway, though. I gotta take pictures before I go back. I just can't pick and go back,
Oh man, I wish it was like the 1950s where you could walk on the tarmac. Like, you can't do that nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But tomorrow I'll be back at it for the triple play, trifecta.
Yes, and I'll have Rita on my channel tomorrow for the the first hour.
Awesome.
So that's exciting.
I'll have that finished by tomorrow.
Yay! We'll talk about that, and I'll give you a couple questions.
I'll be sewing for a bit, put the border on the wrong side. Okay, Lori, I do this all the time because I am in a room of distractions. I put things on backwards all the time. The one thing I used to.
Pro tip for Lori: get yourself some single-sided razor blades. It will change your seam ripping game forever.
Amazing.
I started out with those. It's funny you'd say that. That's like because I started out with those before I ever had a seam ripper. I will be back at it tomorrow, and we'll be back at it on Monday. I hope everybody has a great evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's been great. I absolutely love hanging out with you guys. Anyone who watches this in the future, I absolutely thank you. And before we leave, I would just like to say two things. First of all, I would like to welcome everybody who is new to the House of Sewing. Welcome. We talk, we sew, and I talk about food. And also, I would like to thank Woof to the almost 500 people who have watched my video from Vegas. I thank you.
Wow.
I might make another My So-Called Life the Movie. This is the first time I've made a half an hour video and people are actually watching it. So I'm shocked.
Wow.
That's amazing.
I will be back at it tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Twinny McTwin will be at it at 5 o'clock West Coast time. You guys are amazing. And we'll see you tomorrow night. So like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely see you next time. You guys have a great night. Bye.